Avira. Beats.
Monk. Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Brownie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
What is good? What is going on? And what is cracking? I am Philly Foothills, and I am back in another episode of East Meets West. We're blessed to have you as a guest. We can all come together and get shit off our chest when it comes to our Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go! Welcome back, everybody. Hey, we've been on for a little break, but we're back. We're ready to go. We're fired up, as always, with our guys, our hosts. We're always blessed to be together with each other. AK Eagles, of the AK Eagles podcast. Gio from the 215, always keeping it live down below me. And we got Vic 3 as well. Hey, guys, so much for joining us. Thank you. We can't do it without you. Like I always say, you guys are the food and the water to the channel. If you're feeling the vibe, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep our dreams alive. Share the content if you already subscribed. We really appreciate it. All the social media, you guys keep it rocking. Yes, sir. It's good to be back. Definitely. We got a lot to talk about. It's going to be another great live podcast. And yes, Fuego, got the beat. Thank you, sir. All right. There's Gio. There we go. What's up, fellas? Hey, it's good to be back with my guys. Vic, Gio, AK, my brothers. How we feeling? Right now?
Hey, feeling good. It's a Wednesday. It's our day. I'm happy that we're all back together. It was 2 weeks. 2 weeks too long, I would say. But I'm happy everyone was back. I'm happy you're back on vacation. You enjoyed it. Gio, you know what I'm saying? We got you back in the fold. Got all the technical difficulties already taken care of. So we're going for a good show right now.
Absolutely.
It was
Yes, we
one
got-
button. It was one button. I couldn't believe it, man. It was one button. Like I was frustrated.
It always
the whole
is, right?
2 days. Yeah.
Yep. It's always just that one button that you don't know. Yeah, but hey,
We got it.
one of our loyalists, followers, subscribers, BLSG. He's a content creator himself as well. He covers the Eagles, Sixers. He does some other stuff as well. So go check him out. He's a good kid, and yes, he's always keeping it fuego, as always. Yes, sir. Time to talk some birds. Absolutely. Fly Eagles fly. Yes, Key. Key is in the building. What's going on, Key? We appreciate you with all your fire intros. And hey, while Key is in the building, let me give her a big shout out because Mr. Philly Foothills has a new intro. So let me rock that real quick. For big shout out to Key in the building.
World Tour.
straight fuego. That's all I can say. Hey, another great job by Key in the building. She's already done intros. She did the East Meets West intro, as you guys know. She's done one for AK's intro. So hey, they're all great. She's doing a great. Keep up the great work, Key. You have found a talent beyond means, definitely. So keep doing that.
Yes, Key. Much appreciate you and all the hard work you put in. Thank you so much.
That
Very
blood
much so.
sport, that blood sport
Fire
clip
emoji,
was
fire
fire.
emoji, fire
You like that?
emoji.
Clip? You like that?
Yeah, that blood sport clip was fire.
Say it right.
I'm over here
Absolute
like
fire.
repeating the
Yeah.
in the head.
Heck yeah.
Scoob Doo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Scoob?
True.
We got some peeps in the building tonight. We got some peeps. Almighty Finesse, what's going on? Appreciate you. Was good. He was good.
What's good, Primetime? How we doing?
Sir. Yeah. Great job, Key. Great job.
Yeah.
Bobby Murphy. What's good, Bobby?
Bobby.
Bobby.
Appreciate you sliding through. You
I
should have
was,
just
man.
yeah.
I was, yo. Listen, look, I had AK like just telling me, Vic helping me. I had East Coast Gridiron helping me, like sending me links, and then my girlfriend on the phone, like trying to call customer support, like, dude, like it was one button.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's always that
Button.
one button, right?
Yeah.
It's that
Yeah.
one thing we always overlook that, we never even give a second thought to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Are we even talking about the same thing anymore?
It could be a metaphor for life. We could take it.
I think, I don't know.
Oh boy. That's funny. Hey, like we said, you're doing a great job. Definitely doing a great job. Prime
Definitely.
Time. Thank you, Prime Time, for being here as well. Shout out to Prime Time. Yeah, we miss you guys too. We miss you guys too. Definitely, Scoob.
Yes.
We don't do this thing because we have to. We do this thing because we enjoy doing this thing together as a group and together as a community with you guys in the chat. So, we're just gonna keep grinding and keep bringing you guys this content because, this is part of what we enjoy. This is part of what we enjoy in life. So it's definitely something we're gonna keep doing. You guys, just stay tuned.
Definitely. Hey, I see Primetime's in PA. What's good? Hope you're enjoying your time down here.
Yes, enjoy your visit. Enjoy your visit, definitely. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, I mean, man, we as a group we really haven't even talked since the draft. So, I mean, we definitely have to talk. There's a lot to talk about. I was just very, very, very surprised that we were able to get, Cam and Nakobe in the later rounds like we did. It was kind of amazing, and I think we got two big pieces that are going to be Philadelphia Eagles for a long time to come. I'm excited about those two, almost even as much as I'm excited about AJ Brown and what and what Big Jordan's going to bring to the table.
Yeah, this draft, what we got out of it, it's very exciting. There's a lot to see what's going to happen, especially in training camp. That's the first test. We have a lot of position battles that are going up. We got safety, cornerback. But yeah, these draft picks, and especially with Nakobe Dean, where we got him, the type of leader he is, it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, they haven't met. Some of the vets haven't met with the rookies yet, but a lot of the vets like what they've seen with the rookies. Even Javon Hargrave's press conference said they're going to teach some things, with certain vets that are there because he kind of like hinted that some vets are going to be gone after next year, so they're going to try to fit more in the system. He also did bring up how last year was just they trying to put everything, the pieces together. So you're hearing it for different Eagles players that these pieces are aligning together because now they don't got COVID restrictions during the off season, so they can meet with other people, whatever. As far as with AJ Brown coming to the table, I was excited for that. like with the teasing Jalen Hurts going out there in California and him with their best friends, eventually. But that just brings the more fire, like just having your best friend here in the same team, and y'all know each other's in and out, off and on the field. Strength and weakness. That's a plus in my book.
Yeah, agreed, definitely, without a doubt. I mean, I can't wait to watch, guys like Dickerson against Jordan Davis. That's gonna be a battle to watch. Those two battling against each other in camp, things like that. Some of the younger guys that are in the trenches. I mean, we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have one of the better defensive lines in the league and the offensive lines in the league. I mean, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. But I mean, I know we gave up a lot to get Jordan Davis, but don't you all think it was worth it?
Oh, definitely. And the one thing that people, they don't really talk about is, Jordan Davis's run defense. That's going to be crucial for this team because, we've had problems with teams just coming up the middle, running all over us. Jordan Davis is going to be a plug in that defensive line. So I can't wait to see, what he got to offer.
Yeah, they were saying that the technique that he got, that as far as that he could run a 3-4 and a 4-3, that was kind of hitting too, as far as like which scheme they're going with. But like I was saying the whole time, that AK brought it up. I think they're gonna run a 3-4. Honestly, in my opinion, how you think you got Hassan Reddick on the house? You can imagine he was saying it too. Like you don't know like what they're gonna do, like how they're gonna line them up because players haven't met. Like they don't know, but like just imagine you got Nakobe Dean and Hassan Reddick. You got two outside linebackers. If you run a 3 and I don't know, bro. That's just that's a nasty ass defense that we have going on. If they can click as far as looking training camp with the rookies when they meet the vets and they get in their head, dude. I don't know, man. This defense can be scary, bro.
I think that's why they like that hybrid because when you look at it, if you look at that 4-man front, that's going to be monstrous. But then when you scale it back, you put a 3-man front, then you got the linebackers doing the work. So that's why we can hit them on every angle now. We haven't had that versatility in forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what Javon Hargrave was saying that, and as far as Hassan Reddick was pointing at as well too. Like they bring something different, and then he was saying that he's a different caliber of a linebacker. Like nobody's seen his potential. Like he's going to try to bring it to Philly, And then you also got Hargrave, he has his Pro Bowl. He had a Pro Bowl year here. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine he has a breakout this year.
Right.
Dude, like I think we suffered like our run defense this year. Just imagine the potential like this year, bro. It all comes down to training camp, bro. Next man mentality. They just got to bring that fire, bro, and let the rookies play. I mean, I want to see because we got Nakobe Dean, like he says, off we scratch. Like I'm amazed he fell to us, and in our lap. But dude, like I'm more excited. That's the one rookie that I'm excited for going in this year.
Yeah, to me the bigger splash was AJ Brown. Definitely. I mean that was big time, and
I'm still shocked about it.
I mean he's gonna rock. He's gonna rock the 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it locked up already.
Great again.
Yeah. Right. That's gonna be the campaign.
Yep.
I still got my Wentz jersey, so a piece of duct tape, and that's fixed right there.
Yep.
Piece of duct tape and a Sharpie, I'm good to go.
You could actually get them redone. Last week I was talking to Tim Kincaid about that. Kincaid, and he was saying you can get them sent over. They'll give you the nameplate. You can just put it right on.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh. Let me go find it.
So
I got it somewhere in the storage in a box somewhere.
Right.
So AK, what do you think was the bigger splash? Brown or Dean?
Oh no, it was definitely AJ Brown, man. This is something we've been screaming for a long time. And it's all on Jalen Hurts now and Nick Sirianni. We gave the coach and the quarterback what they need. All right. We in fact, Hurts has something that most quarterbacks that play in Philadelphia don't have now. So take advantage of it. That it tells me a lot that they went out and did this because it shows me they believe in this kid. I mean, so we're going to see what happens, but this all falls on them. I believe the combination between Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown is going to be good. You know, they've been best friends for a long time. He's the godfather of AJ Brown's daughter. You know, they hang out all the time. They're always throwing football. You know, you can only dream of having a wide receiver who knows exactly what you're thinking at every moment, and that's exactly what AJ Brown is to him. You know, these guys go out and just throw the football, play yard ball in the off season. You know, it's what they do, and when you have a connection like that, dude, magical things can happen. You know, I mean, look over the years. You have Tyreek Hill with Mahomes. You have AB with Ben. You know, you had Jerry Rice and
Montana.
Steve Young.
Steve Young,
Well,
too.
Steve Young and Montana both. You know, you had Randy Moss there, and
Cash, Randall Cunningham.
yeah, you know, and even Tom Brady that one year. You know, so it's kind of falls in that criteria for me. You know, if these two can truly be on the same page and as good as what they say they are together.
Even Rodgers and Adams were. I mean, now that they're apart, I know, but
Carr and Adams are going to be the same way too.
probably because they played together before, so he probably knows Carr better than he knows Aaron, even after playing with Aaron.
Oh,
and then
That's what I'm saying. It comes with a straight.
Well,
For
they played
crying
together
out
with Ohio
loud.
State as well.
Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Perfect
yeah.
example.
Yeah,
Perfect example. There you go.
I think that's the trend around the NFL. You know, you want to get your quarterback, you know, their best receiver, their best friend. That's what they've been doing lately. Howie's been on board, just like how we've been on board with getting, you know, players from championship caliber teams. Last year was Alabama. This year is Georgia. You know, we're following those trends and we're seeing that it does work. Because when you have players from teams like Alabama, Georgia, that have that leadership, that have that championship pedigree, when they come to the NFL, losing is not acceptable. You know, a simple loss is not acceptable. They're going to be upset. They're going to stew about it the whole week. Those are the kind of players that we're bringing in now. You know, it's going to pay dividends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just about the chemistry. Like, as far as what AK was bringing up, that shit was that fire ass take. It comes down to chemistry, bro, and not just on the field, but they know each other mentally. Like, if he has that bad game, you know, he know how to talk to him, like, personally, in a mental level. It's just more than that.
it is.
And the thing too is, right? He's hilarious.
Right?
Thanks,
He's
Richie.
a fucking comedian.
But another thing too is I like the way this team is, you know, a lot of guys, when you see like best friends and you see the leaders we have, a lot of accountability is going to be called for. You know, it ain't going to be like before where guys had to do team meetings. No, it's going to be up front. There's going to be accountability up front. You know, they're going to have leaders like Dean calling it out during practice, during games, no matter what. You know, guys are going to get in each other's faces. I think this team, you know, it might not be this season. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, be too eager. Might not be this season. But I guarantee you, these next couple of seasons, you're going to see a different team. You're going to see a ridiculous offense and a stout defense. Now, again, it all depends on our coaching. You know, we got Gannon and we have Sirianni. They're in their second year as well, so we got to see what they do. Hopefully, they don't go for a second-year slump.
Right. No.
Well,
that's
and you know what I love about it? Oh, go ahead, bud.
No, that's what they were saying. The players was in a put together offensive defense. They was trying to find out where the positioning was going to be. Like, for example, Anthony Harris was saying that Marcus Epps, they was lined up in Minnesota together. They know each other. So that's another tandem that I wanted to see coming out in the season as well. It's just a chemistry thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if all Eagles fans realize how much this is going to open things up for Devontae Smith. I mean, AJ Brown's going to attract a lot of attention when we're on offense. Dallas Goedert in the middle's going to open up for Dallas Goedert. Miles Sanders, he should be able to have running lane because they're worried. They're playing off the ball because they're worried about our receivers and things like that. So I mean, it's all going to kind of trickle down. And I'm not super upset that we didn't address the cornerback position in the draft. I have faith in the guys that we have in house, especially Mr. Tay Gallen. If you're out there listening, Tay, hey, we all have faith in you, brother. Keep working hard, and we know that you have the talent that you need to succeed. So just keep doing your thing, keep grinding, keep working hard, and it's all going to pay off in the long run. So you're
You
going to
may
be
call him Tate Gallen, but I call him CB number 2 for now.
right. AKC
CB number
He's
1.
already got his nickname. He can learn from what I'm sure he's learning a lot from D Slay. So
Hey, did you see the pictures that Sean Bradley put out there of him when he was training, working out? He's on a different level, man. He's out there weight training. He's getting into his bag.
Oh
Listen, like I said, training camp, that second cornerback position, it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
How about Andre Dillard? How he transformed?
Yo.
Like,
I think Andre Dillard had heard me throughout the whole season. He was like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. If this kid says one more time about the bull rush, I'm done.
hey, you know who
He
needs
came
a
out
little
with the Brandon
transformation?
Brooks diet.
You know who needs some muscle too? J Jaw, man. If he's switching to tight end, bro, because I don't know how the hell he gonna block defensive end out there, bro.
Yeah, but I hate to tell you, man, it don't matter how good Andre Dillard looks, bro. Unless he can get away from left tackle, he ain't gonna play.
Right.
I don't care how good the kid looks. He ain't taking over my lot of spot. We all know that. So unless you can learn right guard, left guard, or right tackle, you ain't going nowhere.
I would love for Brooks to learn, guard. If, we can't have him at tackle either end because apparently he has an issue with the right tackle position, let's see what he can do at guard. Hopefully that's a position that he can learn and he can do well, and we need backup guards.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
As they say, he's young.
Right.
Yeah. The Dillard thing to me is, he's just basically like AK said, he is hanging on to a backup spot at best, barring any injury. Knock on wood, obviously, that nobody gets hurt in training camp or anything like that. We have a fairly healthy squad going into week 1. This year. I'm pretty sure we did last year, from what I remember. We didn't have too many major injuries in camp last year, so hopefully that trend continues. And we usually tend to have one of the better medical staff. So I know there's great hospitals in the Philadelphia area. After visiting there, learned a lot about the area and things like that. So, it's the fact that that Jordan Davis too. Going back to the defense, I wanted to get your guys' opinion. How do you guys really feel about them? Kind of playing a hybrid, or maybe even playing a 50-50. That's at times with the 3-4. I've been reading some of the people's comments on Twitters and on things like that, and they're like, haven't we learned from the past? Things like that. Didn't we learn from the Chip Kelly era? But the times have changed. And this is not the same roster that was back then. So this is a different team. We're fairly young now with this draft. After this draft, the Kobe Dean. He could be an anchor of this defense for years to come. And just the fact that he's going to get to play with his teammate from Georgia. That's pretty insane. And to think about it, and what damage they're thinking about that they can do together in this defense. So yeah, how do you guys feel about this possible 3-4 split? Vic, what do you think? Yeah,
I like it. I like if it's a hybrid. I like the mix between them. You got to look at it. It all depends on who you're facing and what they're getting. What they're showing you on offense. Like I said before, when you look at this line, the possibilities we can have. When you're looking at it as a 4-man front or a 3-man front, it's deadly because then like I said, you're going to look at the linebackers coming into play more. The only issue I have, and I'm thinking a lot of the issues that people have, is when we last had that 3-4 set, we had like a inexperienced coach, like we do now. With Billy Davis, when he came in, it was his first time, second year, and really didn't do that well either. We're looking at Jonathan Gannon, hoping that he can improve on what he did last season, and we're giving him way more tools than what Billy Davis had at that time. So I don't want to give Gannon any kind of excuse at all. I think last year his issue was he didn't have the talent. This year, we have taken care of that. We have given them all the talent. And I understand there are holes. We've been talking about it before. Second, corner position. We're talking about safety. There are some holes. But the biggest hole of all in linebacker right now on paper, because we haven't seen what they can do in training camp or on field, on paper, linebacker position has been taken care of. And it's been taken care of pretty nicely. So whatever they want, whatever front they want to come out with, as long as they're effective, they're stout, no one's scoring against us, we're creating turnovers, I'm happy with it. But again, my only issue is Jonathan Gannon. Is he the right guy to get us where we need to be? That's the only issue I have.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Go
ahead.
I'll give him another chance. Like I said, it was a turnaround. He do got the weapons. We utilize all the holes, like Vic said. We got the linebacker position. We did suck in the run last year, so that's another thing. I mean, the cornerback position, we still let the young guys play. Why sign a vet? I just trying to keep plugging a hole. Let the guys that already know the system just play. Let them. I don't know, man. That's a nasty front, bro. With Milton Williams, you can switch out. It's just crazy combinations. And then BG coming back as a healthy scratch too. Remember, BG wasn't there, and then you got another vet just getting in and Jordan Davis ear because I think BG's pretty hype about Jordan Davis and his team. Honestly, he's one of them. Bro, just thinking about it, bro, I'm speechless, bro. I just keep seeing the Kobe Dean and Hassan Reddick, bro, with sacks on sacks. Remember how we had Jordan Picks here? I think the Kobe Dean is going to be the Cowboy killer this for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I hope so. I hope to God so. Definitely. And to go back to El Capitan's question here, I think that's a very good question. That's going to depend on, obviously how Nick Sirianni uses AJ Brown and if he uses him effectively, and that's all, how he and Steichen, formulate game plans against weekly opponents to utilize his strengths and try to shy away from his weaknesses and things like that. So, is he going to be the best wide receiver in the NFC East? That's, to me, it's too early to say, but I mean, he definitely could be. He definitely could be because, like AK said earlier, him and Jalen Hurts have a very, very strong connection. So when you get that, and then you have the other weapons that Jalen Hurts is going to have around him, then he definitely could put up some Pro Bowl numbers this year. That's for sure. What do you guys think, AK? You think he's going to be the best wide receiver in the NFC East?
He should be. I mean, there's no question about it. I understand Dallas has CD, but
right.
My question is, what is CD? In my opinion, CD Lamb was only as good as he was because Cooper took a lot off of him. Now we'll see what he is whenever he's taking on the number one CBs and he's being double teamed and stuff. Will he still be that effective? I know AJ Brown will be that way, but AJ Brown is also has more years in the NFL than he does. He's been up against some good CBs and he's made some pretty remarkable catches, and so has CD. But like I said, he wasn't going against the best at the time. Now he will be. So can he keep doing that production as, he's being covered by the best? We'll see. But listen, man, we set it up to be this way. We set it up for him to be the best, but, it all comes down to him and Jalen in the end.
It does. Gio, what do you think?
We're talking about a guy that has great separation. Dude came close. Like, this dude can catch contested catches. Went against some of the best cornerbacks in his division. I don't know what you can do. I got that excitement with the T.O. excitement. That's what I see, that T.O. and McNabb connection. But then again, the right way. because you got Jalen Hurts. The dude can come back. All right, so you know how he has the noodle arm like everybody says he does, right? And we're not gonna disrespect my quarterback like that. First of all, he can come back. See, that's the thing. These receivers couldn't come back for the ball. I've seen AJ Brown come back for these so-called noodle arm that Tannehill threw, and he came back, made them big plays. That's another thing too. This dude can make catches plus be dangerous with the ball going up the field. Like, this dude is a multi-tool, bro. Not just that. You got him taking away the number one cornerback. That was Devontae's problem. He always had that number one corner, and then he just put a rookie in there. Not saying shy away because Devontae Smith was a gem in our eyes, so he's going to be damn near hot going in this season. So that's another fantasy pickup this year. I'm not going to just lie about that, but you got the cornerback number 2 on Devontae Smith. Do you know what that is? Dude is a route god against your number 2 corner. So you're gonna have to put a number 1 on either or. Flippity flop, AJ Brown to Devontae Smith. Not only that, you got Dallas Goedert. We forgot to mention Miles is coming back healthy as well too. That's another dude that can catch out the backfield. So Hurts has his weapons around his offense. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like this offense is dangerous. Let alone AJ Brown is probably gonna have one of his best careers here in Philadelphia.
For sure.
Yep. Vic, what do you think? You think AJ Brown's going to be the best wide receiver in the NFC East this year?
Well, I'll just take my bias aside and we'll break it down, right? So we'll look at the Giants. They don't know who their number 1 is. Out the window. No one from the Giants. We got the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb. As we all discuss and we all know, Amari Cooper took so much pressure off this kid, it's not even funny. And one of CeeDee Lamb's biggest issue is drops. So go ahead, be the number 1, get stuck with the number 1 corner, and figure out how you're going to, focus on getting that ball in. CeeDee Lamb's going to have a pretty bad year. I'm not going to say horrible. And what I mean by bad is it's going to be a setback. He's going to have a setback. And everyone's going to say, oh, it's going to be tougher for him. They can use all the mistakes, all the excuses they want. He's going to have all the attention. He's not going to be able to handle it. Then when you go with Terry McLaurin, for all intents and purposes right now, he is the guy in the NFC East to look at. But you got to look at the quarterback that he's working with in Carson Wentz. Carson ain't getting him the ball. So that puts Terry out, unfortunately. It has nothing to do with Terry McLaurin. I love the talent. I think he's a great player. But it's, the quality of quarterback that he has in Washington, no matter who it is, even if it's Sam Howell right now, he's not going to be on the same level with that quarterback. They're not going to be on point. I don't think he's going to be that guy. Leaves A.J. Brown. Listen, we talked about the chemistry he has with the quarterback. We talked about the friendship that they have. We already know what this offense is set up to be on paper. A.J. Brown is the guy.
Yeah, and he's only going to, I think, A.J. Brown, like Richie said in the comments a little bit earlier, I don't know if I would say decoy, but because he's going to get his too. But if, like Gio said too, if they have to put a CB2 on Devontae Smith, oh, look out.
Well, let me just throw a caveat out there. Don't be surprised if the best in the East isn't Devontae Smith. Again, my guy's getting less attention put on him. Now you got to think about, what do you want to do? Pick your poison. You want to stick AJ or you want to stick Devontae? Now, how many teams have 2 quality cornerbacks? Not many. How many do you think can stick them both? If healthy. Let's also throw that out there. AJ Brown does have an issue with health. So,
right?
if healthy, how's that going to look?
And if you sprinkle in a little Quez too against some of these, slot receivers in the league. Oh, come on now, give me that Quez speed in open field.
A little pinch of Miles Sanders. You got a perfect recipe right there.
Listen, and I'm just not a bias because he's in the team regardless. But can you just imagine? All right, so you got Jay Jordan moved to the tight end. I'm just laughing at it, but bro, imagine a scenario just having him got it lined up. I'm just
Jay Jordan on the seam route. What?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't disguise. You got Jay Jaw. You got Quez Watkins. Just think about it, bro. It's a funny formation, but it's gonna fuck a lot of defenses up.
Let's be honest. If that formation would be out there, no one is guarding Jay Jaw. He is open on that seam route. Now, does he catch the ball? That is the question.
Not even if he has an umbrella to catch it with.
Bro, it ain't even week 1 yet, and y'all are hurting my damn head. Stop.
Hey, we just throwing a scenario out there, bro. Like, this
Stop.
offense is crazy, bro. You could just throw anybody in this offense,
No.
bro.
You just can't throw anyone out there. J. Jaw is not anyone. You just can't throw him out there. I mean, that dude can't catch a freaking. Oh my God, dude, no.
What Dallas God is saying, they say my man is a rock god out there. He learned his rocks. Hey,
No.
Hey, look. There's another thing too. Hey, listen. Go back to his press conference, bro. He literally said he's gonna move him in there, bro. J. Jaw is gonna be a tight end number 2.
I heard him, but it don't matter. You still got to catch the ball as a tight end. Don't matter if you're a wide receiver or not.
In all honesty, I think J. Jaw is a practice squad, or maybe might be a cut.
The best blocking tight end.
This
we
might
got.
be the last year. The last time we did J. Jaw.
You know what though? That's something we sit here and we give AJ all these props for being a physical wide receiver and a monster after the catch. But you know what? He don't get a lot of credit for his run blocking. This guy can actually run block. He's very good at it.
That's why they switched.
He's very good.
That's
So-
why I think so. That's why they switched him to tight end because
That's why they're trying it out.
No. I said
He's
AJ.
talking about AJ Brown. He's talking about AJ Brown.
Yeah, no, dude. AJ
He's
Brown
blocked
can
from
run
Derrick
block
Henry.
too,
He
man.
physical.
Yeah.
Hey, King Henry knows. There's been some times where he opened up. He's open some holes for him.
Yeah. But no, man, let's get back on the defense a little bit, because you guys were talking about it. I stay quiet because mine's kind of a little bit of a rant, just a tiny little one. It's not.
No, yeah, definitely. We want to hear your side.
But I'm going to say this, man. A lot of people are going to look back at the end of this year, and they're going to question that pick at 13. And follow me down the rabbit hole here. And I'm saying some people because don't get me wrong. Jordan Davis is going to be a stud in the NFL. I've been behind him forever. I wanted him here. But when it comes to the rookie years, Hamilton is going to be used a lot more than Jordan Davis, in my opinion. Okay, I believe Jordan Davis will be a rotational piece in the defensive line this year to learn behind Cox. They'll get their $14 million out of him this year and then unleash him next year. So when you go back at the end of the year and you look at Hamilton versus Davis, the stats probably aren't going to compare, and then people are going to be like, see, we should have taken Hamilton. It's like, be patient for another year or two, and you'll see everything kind of unfold, But when you look at this defensive line, man, you got Hassan Riddick, you got Cox, you got Hargraves, you got Davis, you got Williams, you got BG, you got Sweat, and you got Barnett, even though I don't like saying that. But dude, that's some monsters right there. That's a lot of meat. These are big boys, truly. If you can be a defensive line like back in I'm just using 17 as an example, where you can put pressure on an offensive line and on the quarterback in 2 seconds or so, you can have the hole at CB2 and at the other safety position. First off, I'm kind of sold on Marcus Epps. I really like what the kid's got. He can hit. We've wanted a guy who can damage some people. That's him. He's very fast. He seems to be at the right place at the right time all the time. He made a very good improvement last year. Now, whether that's JG's scheme or whether that's just him finally catching hold, whatever it is, I'd like to see what he has. Even Kayvon Wallace has went out and gotten bigger this year. He added some muscle and some weight behind him. So, I know he hasn't done much. He's let me down and made me look stupid, and I hate that, but hopefully he turns it around. But it's one of the things, we have the young talent, and at CB, you've talked about Tay, you've talked about McPherson, you've talked about Vincent Jr. and Josh Jobe and Goodrich and all these guys we brought in. Darius Slay is only going to be here for probably 2 more years. Okay, well, let's just be realistic. Around 2 more years, okay? Which means as soon as he's gone, you're going to have to get somebody for CB1 and then also replace a CB2. If you bring in a Bradbury this year, if you bring in an Xavier Woods or Rhodes or any of these vets, like we did Nelson last year, you're only stalling these young guys from developing as a CB, okay? The only way that Gowan and McPherson and all these undrafted free agents are going to get better is if they play. And they're not going to play if you bring in a Bradbury or some vet. Now, we all saw what Nelson did for us last year. He wasn't the worst. He wasn't the best. He was average. He was just right in the middle, what we all expected. But he played soft. There was times we got mad because he just, he just kind of let shit unfold. With McPherson and Gowan, you're not going to get that. You're going to get two dudes who are very hungry, very fast, very young, and they're going to be handsy. They're going to get up in your face. And what's great about it, too, is you can afford to have that gap there at CB2 because when you got a defensive line like we finally have again, and you put that pressure on, and we like to play zone a lot, whether it's 3-4 or 4-3, it don't matter. If you can pressure the quarterback, that CB2 is constantly looking ahead at all times. So when you're putting that pressure on, that QB is getting rid of the ball a lot sooner, which ends up being mistakes, which they can capitalize on. It's the perfect way to get these guys trained because eventually when Slay goes, you need two corners. And I didn't give Zach Ertz away for Tay Gowan last year just to have Tay ride the bench, right?
No doubt.
I mean, when you give somebody up like Zach Ertz for a guy like Tay Gowan, you expect to see Tay somewhere because that's giving up Zach Ertz, our best tight end ever. You know what I mean? So the holes are fine at safety and corner for me because I want to stop bringing in other people's sloppy seconds. I want to start doing our own homegrown talent here.
We got headaches too. That was another
that's the thing. I don't necessarily, until proven otherwise, with the hard work I'm seeing that Tay's putting in right now in the off season, there's one thing you don't have to worry about that kid, and I could tell when I spoke with him, when I interviewed him, he is not going to ever come into camp. You're never going to have to question his
work ethic. Yeah.
Exactly, his work ethic, and not only that, but his physical conditioning. Mm-hmm. This kid works hard. I think he's already going to be a step above everybody else in that department. So, we've seen what he can do at UCF, and he did it against some upper echelon talent. So, I have a lot of faith in this kid, and and as Epps too, like AK said, I like what I saw. His improvement last year was tremendous, and I really don't think that we really have that big of holes in the secondary as some people think we do right now. I'm confident in some of the guys that we have in house, and I think I think Howie has done another stellar draft he's got another one, 2 consecutive in the books now. How common have we ever been able to say that? Probably not very. So yeah, it's we're moving in the right direction, fellas. We definitely are.
Well, and the way I look at it, man, is like, are we going to be the team that we give all our draft picks away and we buy our team, or are we gonna use these picks and are we going to develop this team for the long run? Because if we're not going to use Tay, if we're not going to use McPherson or Josh Jobe or any of these guys that we got, and we bring in a vet, then just get rid of all our draft picks for next year, trade them away for players, and buy your team. Because why the hell are we picking players and drafting players if you're not going to use them? Now, granted, Jordan Davis is going to be used, and so will Jurgen, and so will Nakobe Dean, but you went out and you got all these extras. Well, why do that? You might as well just use what you got and just go out and get a guarantee then. You know what I'm saying? So there comes a time where you got to see what you have rather than just go out and get a vet. Like, you have a vet. Everyone's like, we need a vet. No, you have one. It's called Darius Slay. He's your vet. Your CB2 is supposed to be your guy, your heir to your CB1. Well, that time is now. You can't wait another year because then you only have 1 year of development. Like, now's the year because Slay's gone in 2 years.
And the one thing that when the kid was talking about, you got to find out pretty fast because we got to talk about these receivers. We said they're going to be great, but that's the competition our corners are going to be facing them. Tay Gowan's going to be facing Devontae Smith on the daily. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the thing. Iron sharpens iron. So we're going to see really fast that these second cornerbacks can handle it. If not, we're going to see really soon that we're going to pick up a free agent corner. That's going to be the indicator that they can't handle it. But I highly doubt that's going to be the case, especially when you look at the guys that we have here. You know, we talked about Tay Gowan. I have high hopes for him. Then you got Vincent. You know, he's another guy that, you know, hasn't had that much opportunity. We haven't seen much of him, but once training camp comes through, it's an open competition. So it's going to be exciting to see.
It is. And like you said, they're only going to make each other better. So they're all working. They're all going to work hard. I have a good, you know, it's all about this the vets. You know, really trying to use the time that they have left, the Coxes, the Slays, you know, to really implement, or not. I shouldn't say not implement, but imprint on these younger guys, because you know, that can really take their career off, and it can skyrocket it.
Well, let me ask you this question. If I could tell you right now that you could go and you could trade a 2023 second round pick for Jesse Bates right now, would you do it?
For Bates right now, yeah.
From Cincinnati, Jesse Bates.
Yeah, you'd have to, because of our whole. You got to understand, they might like Epps, but the reason why they're going on Epps is because we don't really have that many options out there at safety. So it's like we have to go with Epps.
Well, and that's my point, because if you're talking about Bradbury or safety, I would rather bring in like Chuck Clark or go and give a for
rather sure up the safety position.
Yeah, or go and get Jesse Bates and let CB2 go. I mean, if you want to bring one last vet in, that's fine. Then make it a safety, but let the young guys battle it out at CB2. Yeah. But if I could get Bates for a second next year, well, we have 2 seconds next year, right? Hell yeah, give him one.
Yeah,
I would totally take Jesse Bates for a second next year. 100%. Get it done.
And like you mentioned, next year we also have the opportunity of whoever is the best cornerback in the draft, or you know how that shakes out. We still have good picks. We have 2 first rounders. We have 2 second rounders.
No, Richie, Bates got franchise tag, bro.
No, I'm saying for next year. I'm saying for next year.
No, I know. I'm talking to Richie, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he got franchise tag, but he didn't get signed.
So if we find out that, you know, there's some deficiencies, we can fill them in next year. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear about, you know, next year, but that option is there. Hopefully we won't have to go that route. Hopefully the guys we have here can fill in, play well. But if they don't, we still have other options.
Yep. We do. And shout out to the 12 people on the live stream right now. You know, you guys are the food and the water. We can't do it without you, so please make sure that you're always locked in. Please make sure that you are giving the thumbs up on all 3 channels tonight, because we are triple live stream. We're live stream on my channel, The Nest Out West. We're live stream on Vic 3's channel down below me, and we're also live stream on AK Eagle's channel, the AK Eagle podcast. So definitely make sure you get the thumbs up. Go check out Gio from the 215's channel as well. Just blocking in some of his content.
Sure.
Drop him a comment in the comment section, and always hit that thumbs up for us as well, for him. Show the love. He's always keeping it real. Definitely, we all bring our own spice to the kitchen. So we're definitely a great group, and love to work with you guys. It's always fun, and it's always fun conversating with the chat as well, because you guys bring your own spice to the kitchen as well. All you guys, Richie, Coach Dante, East Coast Gridiron, thank you guys all for being, hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys, definitely. The secondary is going to be definitely something to keep our eyes on, and in training camp, and I think re-signing Anthony Harris was a safety move. Basically, it was maybe not necessarily the move that they were looking to make, but it was kind of a safety net move to keep somewhat of the back end together, and I think he's still got maybe a good couple years left in him. So Anthony Harris is going to be he's going to have to be that. He's going to have to be that veteran leadership on the back end. Definitely, him and Slay. They're definitely going to have to be the rocks back there.
I just wonder if the move not to sign Rodney McLeod, if that'll bite us in the butt.
That's interesting. That's an interesting question, Vic. Definitely, yeah.
Because I understand he had his injury issues, but when the guy was here, he was our leader. It made sense to re-sign both of them because if we came into the situation that we didn't draft the guy, we still had a guy there that knew the defense and is familiar with the team and is a veteran leader. But for whatever reason, now the Colts are going to benefit off of that.
Yeah, and I know he didn't. I know he didn't. Make the hit that he didn't knock out Brandon Cooks, and he didn't score a touchdown or anything like that. But man, Rodney McLeod, he made some tackles in that game that if he didn't make those tackles, those are game-saving tackles.
Yep.
He made one where the guy tried to jump over him, and then he made a shoestring one, I think, on Gronk on a third down. I mean, he doesn't make the Gronk scoring on that play if he doesn't tackle him, for sure. And to me, he was almost, he was almost my defensive MVP of that game because he played very, very well in the Super Bowl, and he's been that's a very good question, Vic. I mean, Gio, what do you think? Do you think it's going to come to bite us in the butt that we didn't re-sign McLeod?
No, I think Anthony Harris will step up as far as it with the veteran leadership he had in back in Minnesota. Who he had on the side as far as he had can't think they had Andrew Sandejo. He was next to him as well. No, he had Lana Walker. They was in the same position. What's the other? Harrison Smith.
Yeah, Harrison Smith.
It was him and as far as Harrison Smith was a beast over there in the Vikings at the time when he was in his prime. But I don't think about it in the butt because everybody's saying we CB2. We forget we had Maddox too. We played a Pro Bowl caliber year this year, so I just feel as though Tay's gonna get the 3 spot. He's gonna get the slot. He's gonna get Maddox's old spot. Maddox gonna move up, and then you got Slade being the main cornerback. You got Harris in the backfield with Marcus Epps. Maybe they battled it out with Kayvon Wallace, but who knows? I mean, we lost Rodney McLeod. He was a great tackler too, but I just want to see. Like I said, we got to move on for these vets. Like they're getting old too. And you guys let some of these young guys play, make it look new. Because like I said, youth is gonna beat speed kills, and this damn it's becoming passing league first. Remember, I used to be a run league when I was growing up. But now we got these fast these fast wide receivers. Look at Jamar Chase. That's what I'm saying. Like we got young guys. We need young guys. We need fresh feet out here.
Listen, you just seen right now below. We got the Cardinals week 1, Vikings week 2. So we got heavy offenses coming our way. I think it was a big mistake not signing Rodney McLeod, especially when you look at the defense that we have now. 2 experienced safeties who would have probably had more time back there to do their work. Now we got to talk about someone who's going to be there constantly, thinking about the play, focusing on what the offense is doing, not knowing if they should be looking at the quarterback size or not. They're going to be second and guessing themselves all the time, whether it's Marcus Smith, Epps, or not. We talked about before when we had our guy, I don't know if I'm forgetting, I got his freaking Kayvon Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't proven himself at all. We don't know what to expect at all from him. So, like I said, I think by not signing Rodney McLeod, that might have set us back. I'm not saying it's going to set us back a lot, but when you look at it, would you rather have someone who's familiar with the defense, a veteran leader, and a caliber player as Rodney McLeod compared to whatever we have on the roster?
It's just a money
Rodney
issue.
McLeod started over them for a reason.
I think it's just a money issue. That's because if you look at it, our offense only costs like Daniel close to 20 mil in the contract. But
yeah, I don't think Howie was. Yeah, Howie wasn't looking to pay him what the Colts were going to pay him. So
would they pay him 3?
No, I think it was just that incentive that the bonus that he took for it. It's just the contract negotiation. It's more to everybody thinks it's money. It's more the incentives too. Like a lot of you got to think about it. Like the package that they throw with the money, but it's gonna bite us in the butt. Like just imagine, bro. Like if we have Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis playing at a high caliber level, we got to pay them too. You got to pay AJ Brown if he does well, like the 4 years that we had it, or like and he still like has his prime year got to pay him the max money. Like he's gonna be one of the highest paid receivers here. Who knows? Like I said, I'm just like literally hyperly thinking like how he works his magic, but then again, he's letting go of these veteran players that we do need in our positions. Like we can't just keep filling the holes with younger players. But like I said, I'm more big on letting the young guys play.
Like, I'm going to ask something controversial right now.
Go ahead.
Do you think we should have signed Fletcher Cox or McLeod? Because when you look at the defensive line, we're pretty good. If we didn't have Cox, we wouldn't be hurting in any way. You still got Hargrave, you still got Williams, you still got Davis. We're not hurting in any way. Now, when you look at that safety position, we're in a hole. I don't know. I feel like we should have signed McLeod instead of Cox. I may be wrong. He may play lights out this season. But right now, the way I'm looking at it, our deficiencies, safety is a big issue.
Correct. Yeah. We're just gonna have to wait. Honestly, like, you got training camp around the corner, and then you got OTAs too. We just probably gonna have to wait.
AK, you look like you're thinking. I see the wheels turning.
Man, I don't see the big hole like you're talking about. Like, I understand McLeod being the heart and soul of the defense and stuff, but realistically, man, we didn't have him for like 14 weeks last year. You know, I mean, Epps is still young. You know, I think he's like 27. You know, so he's still young. He's got a lot in him. With his improvements that he made, he wasn't much worse than Rodney, in all honesty. I mean,
he's a solid tackler.
Yeah, he's a really good. You are losing like the leader, the voice part, but you're really not though, because when I think of our defense, man, I think BG 100% before anyone. I mean, no lie, BG's the heart and soul of that defense, in my opinion. McLeod was definitely a very, very big second, but I think we can afford to be okay. You know, Harris knows what he's doing to a point. I mean, he's had his time with Gannon over there with the Vikings and stuff, so I think he will be veteran enough to be able to teach Epps the ropes, you know, and like I said, Epps did a good job filling in last year, man. I'm not opposed to seeing what else he's got.
Well, the thing is, too, is Rodney was coming back from injury. This year, he's another year healthy. So, you know, you got to expect, you know, the physicality to be a little bit better this year.
He's 33, though, my guy.
Yeah, but again, like we said, we're going to still, if Epps can't take care of it, we're still going to be looking for someone. So, again,
yeah, but we're always going to be looking for someone. You're not going to get that. That's why I said we're 2 to 3 years out to even contending for a Super Bowl at this point. You know, my hope this year is just to get past the wild card. If we do that, it's a win-win for me. You know,
we're gonna have to win the first game.
Yeah,
like that
you know, like win the division and get past the wild card. That's my 2 expectations this year, and that's realistic as I can be. That's what I want. You know, but you do need safeties. You still need some pieces, but that comes in next year's draft. We can only do so much every year, and for what we had and for what we've done, I can't complain, man. If safety and CB2 are the only 2 positions you're worried about, well, then thumbs up, because last year it was a lot worse than that.
Well, last year it was just linebacker. Let's be honest. That was the biggest hole. And that's why I think a lot of people are okay with it, because for the most part, that was taken care of. But like someone mentioned in the chat, Howie's not done yet.
No.
Season's, you know, free agency still going on. But there's still a possibility we can pick someone up.
And whether he is or he isn't in the secondary, you know, we just have to remember that we can't let us forget that a great defensive line and a great pass rush in totality can alleviate a lot of pressure off of the back end and make them look better than maybe they really are. But, you know, because if we can get pressure, it's going to cause turnovers. It's going to cause quarterbacks to make throws that they don't necessarily want to make. And that's going to cause mistakes on the offensive part. And the defense is going to be able to capitalize that, cause turnovers, hopefully short fields that lead to, you know, 7 points as opposed to 3 because we have to capitalize on turnovers.
Let me put it this way, man. Cincinnati made it to the Super Bowl last year with Eli fucking Apple as their CB2.
But they lost because of Eli Apple at CB2.
I know, and what I'm trying to tell you is I don't think any one of our young guys on our team right now could be any worse than him. That's kind of my point. So if Cincinnati can make it with freaking shit,
But
who would just
to
say?
answer your question, though,
Yeah.
like you said, the safeties helped a lot. Again, that's the issue we have.
Well, the Jesse Bates was their
He was
their
lost
solid
with
safety.
He
That,
was
but
lost.
other than that, the other one was just he did what he was supposed to do, kind of like how Epps was doing. He did what he was supposed to do. If you have that top end safety, the main dude like Bates, you can afford to have a okay second safety.
But that's what I mean. Say if you had an issue at CB2, you had good safety, no matter what. If it's just Bates alone, that's still a good safety. If we had 2 quality, that helped out. But again, they helped the deficiency at cornerback. They got to the Super Bowl because of their safeties being good.
But
I know Harris isn't the best, man, but don't undervalue him. Harris is actually pretty decent. I don't know. I mean, I thought he did pretty well for us last year, so I'm not going to complain that much.
as long as the trenches do what they got to do and get to the quarterback, it doesn't matter what quarterback is back there. They're gonna get the ball. They're gonna get that ball that defensive end. Dude, I'm excited for this season. I can't wait for our front to freaking just get the Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz. I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna try to go to that game. First of all, I'm gonna lose my voice because I'm gonna go shit wild every time they sack him. And then, dude, I've never seen a front line like this in a while, bro.
Well, that's another question that we have to look at. How aggressive are we going to be this season? We all know, with Gannon, that was a big issue with him. They said before with the
players want to
talent.
be aggressive. They even said it. They're gonna take an aggressive approach. They took last year personal, and they took everything. They've been saying it, bro. They sent a message. They've been listening, bro. They look at Twitter, bro. They listen to us. They listen to all the critics and all that, bro. They taking this personal. I think since they know that they're dangerous in that front, that whole defense is already gonna know. They're gonna. I'm advocating for no fly zone 2.0. I said it right now, East, West, right as this is. I want 2.0 no fly zone. That was the freaking defense that we had going in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, I asked the question earlier to JC when he was on my channel. I'm gonna ask you guys this because it's an honest question, and you truly have to think about it. Like Big D was just saying, he thinks maybe CB will filled by trade deadline. Maybe so. But here's my question for you guys. And I know it's premature, but looking at this roster and everything, are we a Super Bowl contender?
No, I think it's too soon to say that right now. I know
Okay.
everybody wants to with the deals that are made, the moves we made in draft. But right now, like I always say, right now everything's on paper. We haven't
Yeah, I
seen
know.
them together. We haven't seen if they have chemistry. So right now, I can't say that. I
Now,
can say
does
that.
adding Bradbury make us a Super Bowl contender?
Oh, I don't think adding it isn't a matter about adding because again, you got to think about chemistry too. And listen, Bradbury isn't the best corner because we seen what happened in New York. He didn't play that well. Statistically, yeah, he looked good, but I don't think he was the best corner in the world or he's gonna change us in any way.
Then that is my point about not making any more moves. Because unless Bradbury might gain you 1 or 2 more wins for the whole year, correct? He might get you 1 or 2.
But I don't think he's the corner
Right.
that we should be looking for specifically.
No.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Now, granted, you could look at the Bates thing. We need a safety. That's understandable. Even Chuck, But I'm talking corner wise, and I got at. Well, what about if it was Ramsey or somebody? I'm not an idiot. Of course, I would take Ramsey in a heartbeat. There's no question about that. Any top corner in the NFL, I would take. But when I'm talking about the ones that are left right now, does grabbing any one of these guys change anything or any part of this outcome for the entire year? If not, then you stick with what you got.
Nah, Kyle Fuller's out there. If Rhodes can be made, Rhodes will be another one. They would change it. You
Rhodes.
can't deny it. When Kyle Fuller is healthy, he's different.
The point is, though, do they make you a
That's
contender?
on a wide receiver.
But the
can't deny
point
that.
is, though, do they make you a contender? Does any of them make you?
There's no,
Yeah,
there's
because
no
that's the
contender.
difference of losing your first playoff game or winning your playoff game. If you're going to ask me that, then yeah, I say Kyle Fuller is a difference maker. He's the guy. If that's the question, then yeah, bring him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That we're a championship. We're an NFC. We're an NFC caliber team.
I'm just saying to
Maybe
follow
like
what
top
you
4
want,
or
your
5.
goals. I would say bring Kyle Fuller in because that's what's going to help us get there.
Well, if you guys truly believe like Kyle Fuller or Bradbury would definitely get us to the NFC
I'm not saying
Championship
Bradbury because I don't believe in
contender,
Bradbury.
then fine. I'd be all for it. But I'm telling you, I believe we will be better. Hell, I have us at 12 wins this year, so I think highly of this team. Okay, 11-12 easily. But I'm not going to go out on a limb and say it's a Super Bowl contending team. We're getting there. That's why I said maybe next year after the draft. It all depends on how that goes, or possibly the year after. We might compete next year, but we might not get there. It might be the year after that. But the point is, though, I don't look at us as being a contender this year. And in all honesty, no one should. Yes, we have gotten better. We are going to compete. We are going to scare people. But let's be realistic, though. And the odds of us going to I'm playing the fucking lottery if we go to the Super Bowl. I'm just telling you. Like,
I'll say this: I don't think no one should consider us a contender, but in 2017, no one considered us a contender. We didn't think of us as a contender. When it was week 6, week 7, we thought it could happen. It was a possibility, but at no time did we honestly believe that we were Super Bowl contenders then. So again, for us, you got to look at that year. No one thought it was going to happen. We didn't think it was going to happen at first. So you can't say. You never know in the NFL. When we won it, it was that year that, hey, you never know. They were the best team that year. Who's to say that that doesn't happen this year? Again, I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl, but who's to say that doesn't happen again?
I think we're gonna make a run with this team. Like I said, it comes down to chemistry. We don't have none of pen and paper pad. We don't got no X's and O's on the team. We don't know who's gonna line up where. But you gotta think about it, bro. Just adding AJ Brown just puts that piece. It just puts that missing piece, and then now you got like media talking about it. Like even Skip Bayless saying like he's scared. Like he's scared that we're gonna demolish the Cowboys. That's just a pivotal piece, bro. But just imagine like adding another defensive piece and the thing. We don't. Let me see. I'm trying to think. We put Xavier. I like Xavier Rhodes. I just think he was washed up in the Colts. Like I was a big fan of him back in the Vikings or whatever. But that's somebody he played with Anthony Harris too, so they know the ins and outs as well. And then you got Jonathan Gannon, so that makes more logical sense if they add Rhodes. They'll be a cheaper option if they want to go that way. But I'm more, like I said earlier in the show, I was saying just go with the young cats that we got right now. Let them ball out.
Yep. Because in my opinion, man, going out and getting a vet at this point, you're only stunting their growth. And that's what we seem to always do. I mean, you got to remember, man, we won the Super Bowl with Jalen Mills as our CB2. Jalen Mills. Think about that.
Yeah, but you also got to remember, too, in that Super Bowl, highest scoring Super Bowl ever. We were giving up points left and right.
That doesn't matter. The point is,
our offense Brandon Graham, by the grace of Brandon Graham with that strip sack. Our defense is giving up points.
I know. I'm just saying you don't need a vet at CB2 to win. That's my point I'm trying to make. Like I understand everyone wants to run out and grab a CB2 and but
we have Avonte. That's what I'm saying. We don't need a CB2. We have Avonte. Avonte played.
No. I'm not
Yeah, I
moving.
think
I'm not
Avante, he
moving
got
Avante
that's
anywhere,
who he
bro.
was.
Avante
Yeah.
Maddox is made for the slot. That is what his job is, and he's proven that. Dude, he had a 72% passer rating on him last year. He was the best slot corner in all of the NFL.
Pro Bowler. Pro
He's
Bowler.
made for that position. If you put him, we saw what happened to him. What, his rookie year when we threw him outside?
That was great.
Like that. Yeah, but you saw a huge difference when you put him inside. Is my point. And dude, he's just meant to play inside.
Yeah.
He really is.
He did have he batted some good passes against some number one receivers, and we're not gonna forget about that, dude. Like I think he can do it, dude. I think he can play the number 2 corner. Let's just see how it unfolds. Like I said, if it doesn't go away, and I'm not being biased, it's just because Maddox, I'm a big fan of him. Tay Godwin deserves that fucking spot. And, excuse my language, but he does, bro. And I'm not gonna preach because I didn't know nothing about this cat until Vic just put it in the air, and then I just watched tape. I think he can get this spot, bro.
Oh no,
Yeah,
man.
Listen, I agree 1,000%. I think safety position is more concerning than what the CB2 position is. But if the opportunity presents itself, you have to upgrade your team if it's there. Whether or not we think these guys behind him are good, if you're going to try to say that Xavier Rhodes isn't better than, our guys on the squad right now, it'd be hard to say. It'd be hard to argue.
I mean, he's a
So
vet.
again,
He played him
any
again.
move we can make our team better, we got to accept it. Now, I'm not saying we necessarily need it because, like I said, I think safety's more of a concern.
Yeah, and I understand that, man. But my argument about it is how much better is truly better. Like if he's only 1 win or 2 wins better, I would rather have my young guns out there getting that experience and still only, hey, some shit luck could truly happen and you still get 1 or 2 extra wins out of it. My whole point is, unless it is a game-changing corner who can revolutionize that spot across from Darius, I'm going with what I have because 1 or 2 wins is not worth delaying my future growth of my corners coming up. I'm just not willing to do that.
And I'm comfortable with Epps. He's a ball hawk, dude. I want him on the field. He needs to be on the field. He can stick too. We need that at the safety position. He likes the contact. He doesn't shy away from that. He thrives on that. He's, like I said, he's always around the ball. He is. He did very good last year. I was highly impressed of his improvement. Definitely was. And I'm comfortable with him back there. Him and Harris, I think they can do a fine job. I think they would be a good duo myself.
What I'm saying. Like, it all comes down to that front, just disrupting the quarterback. We don't really need, like, as far as like what everybody say, and everybody's takes. We all got good points on it. And just if the quarterback doesn't have enough time to throw the ball, we don't care who plays the corner. Somebody's gonna get the pick, or somebody's gonna deflect the bad ball that was thrown.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about it when I took a little break. AK's right. Jordan Davis isn't going to start, but even in the first game, I mean, if we're playing Arizona, right, and we got to chase around that little, he's going to play more than we think that first game because we're going to be chasing around that little squirrel, back there, and he's elusive. With Cox and Hargrave are going to be running more than they're used to. They're going to get gassed, and I mean, wouldn't it be something if Jordan Davis got his first sack against Kyler Murray? That would be pretty freaking cool, man. That would pretty freaking cool.
You know why I like Epps, dude. He was built in with a Madden truck stick.
Yes, he was.
I'm not even playing, bro. He's got that automatic Madden truck stick, dude. Every time he comes in, somebody's getting popped. Somebody's getting laid out.
He bulked up.
That's right. There's going to be a lot of that. A lot of those sounds coming from people he's hitting.
Yeah, like I said, training camp is going to separate everything. You separate, how they say, separate the men from the boys. You're going to see if we're going to have deficiencies or not. We're going to tell very quickly, especially when we got this offense, these receivers. We're going to get exposed fast on defense, and we're going to find out. Maybe that's a good thing too. When we go into these training camps, we can find out what is it that we need. We can still make these moves before the season starts.
God,
Yeah,
dude,
we're-
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Slay go against Brown.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
going to be so freaking amazing.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. I was thinking
gonna be a
about that
battle.
at work. Listen, bro. I was thinking about that at work. I was like, yo, imagine Slay and Brown, that Texas matchup, then
And
you got-
and then like Tay against Smith. That'd be
Yeah,
another
that'd be
great matchup right there. You
You
know,
understand how quiet it's going to be as the play goes down and how loud it gets right after it's over? Because you know it's going to be either straps or someone got the ball. It's going to be entertaining. Listen, I just hope, and I plead to the Eagles, please, can we bring training camp back to Lehigh? Can we open it back to the public? Can fans be there? Can they cheer on their team? You know what I mean? We gotta get this fan relation back to what it was.
bro. They just spent all that money on that practice field and shit. That ain't going to happen.
Listen, all that can be used during the season. I'm talking about.
I know.
You got to
Yeah.
get these guys out there in college dorms in the heat. You got to put them through the grind.
just like they did back in the day. You know, back in the bring the old school back.
Heck yeah.
No, that he makes a valid point, man. I like our odds on week 1 against Arizona, man. You know, D Hop's gone, Kirk is gone. They only got more Hollywood Brown. Listen, man, I am okay with that matchup, 100%. I love it.
The roster goes out.
What?
I mean, not the roster. The schedule goes out.
You said you said Hopkins is gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
got
suspended for 6 weeks.
games.
I did not hear that. Wow. For what?
He got a pet expansion
Oh, he got a PED. Oh shit.
suspension.
I guess
Yeah.
he tested hot in November. He didn't know about it, and they just released it, I think last week or the week before.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow, that's news
Yeah,
to
so he
me.
got a 6-gamer. He's down. He can't fight it, so it is what it is.
Dude,
Well, we'll get Arizona at a good time then. We could without D Hop, we would I think we may even be the favorites on the road.
Who's their running back? Is Edmund still the running back? Did they get one in the draft?
well, I know
I know they
Connor's
lost Connor.
still there.
Yeah, I know they lost Connor, but I don't know what they did at
Right.
running back. So they might be in even worse position because they lost Chandler Jones. Don't know if they replaced him on defense. Arizona's looking
Right.
wounded. Looking like that wounded animal coming through.
We could swoop in and take a victory that'd be a good NFC victory to start off the season.
Heck yeah, then go right back into, for the home opener against the Vikings. Let's make sure we take care of business at home.
Right. No, I think that's going to be a fun home opener too. That's going to be a second of a doubleheader, I believe.
It's gonna be electric.
Yep.
Yep.
Philly's gonna be electric, and I'll be
Mhm.
there.
I can't wait.
Tell
I can't wait till when you got, baseball and football going on at the same time. You could go up to the park, hit up the link, maybe even catch a basketball game.
And hit the live casino.
September,
there
it comes soon enough.
too. The casino
October,
there too,
I
as well.
Yeah. They got all the games there.
Well, the Eagles got the Colts week 6, the Commanders week 10, the Titans week 12, Steelers week 14, and we ended off with the Commanders on week 18.
Ooh,
And that's what's
that'll
been
be
released so
week
far.
14.
Tomorrow, the national release day. We all know ESPN wants to make a big thing about it, but we know our guys get information out there beforehand.
Say that. Run that down one more. Run that down one more time, Vic.
All right, so week 1 we got the Cardinals, 4:05 game. Week 2 is against the Vikings, 8:15. That's a Sunday night game. Week 3 that would be against the Colts at 1 p.m. Week 6 was against the Colts. Week 10 is against the Commanders, another 8 o'clock game. That's a Monday night game. Week 12 is against the Titans at 4:25. Week 14 is against the Steelers at 4:25, and week 18 we close it off at 1 p.m. against the Commanders. It's weird
Gotcha.
saying that.
Right. I know. I think
LPA. That's the one I'm.
sounds like we're talking about the Arena League or something like that. That name is just.
We'll
Oh,
just we should just still call him Washington.
You're
Just Washington.
I think I'm gonna start calling them the condom handers.
Listen, it looks like we're going to get a tougher schedule. We may joke about it, but Vikings, even though they got a new coach, that offense, those receivers are pretty decent. They're fierce. And you got that defense. You got the Colts. We all know how that works. Darius Leonard. He's a beast back there. And Jonathan Taylor. That's someone we're going to have to focus on. Matt Ryan doesn't really scare me much. I'm not really impressed. It is what it is with them. The Commanders, I cannot wait. Do you understand how
Please let
how
Carson Wentz be
loud
healthy.
it will
Stack
be
it to him wins. Yeah.
Please
when
let
it-
Carson
when
Wentz
it
be
gets
healthy.
back, how loud the link is going to get? How wild. It is going to crush his confidence. Heineke's going to have to come in and console my guy.
Yeah, Carson Wentz is going to be in trouble.
I hope Jordan Davis sprains both his ankles.
Hey, week 12, we got the Titans. Let me ask a question. Does anyone think by then Malik Willis could be the starter?
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't know, man. I can tell you right now, though, I can't wait to see Jordan Davis versus Derrick Henry.
With
That's going to be what I want to see.
yeah, and without AJ Brown, that's a possibility. Definitely, Vic. Yeah, definitely a strong possibility.
But,
Could you
like,
imagine-
dude, no lie. Imagine if Jordan Davis comes out here and the very first run just completely stuffs this man in a way you've never seen Derrick Henry manhandled before. Everybody
Could you imagine Derrick goes out for that stiff arm. Jordan just grabs it and just pulls him on down. Just
pulls
there.
him right down there. Everybody's going to be like,
You just see the grass all over his face mask. He don't even know what's going on. Just looking around. Oh,
yo,
Yeah.
it's going to be awesome, dude. Can't wait,
yeah.
dude. He's going to destroy in the run game. I hate to tell anyone who comes against us, like, Jonathan Taylor, have fun, bro. Ezekiel Elliott, have fun.
it looks like
Saquon.
we're gonna go up
You
against
better run to the outside.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Even then, you shouldn't do that because Riddick and BG are there. So
Yeah, you're not. Your chances aren't going up very much.
So this year we got Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris, and King Henry. Those are some impressive running backs to go up against. Hey, let's hope Jordan Davis comes through in that pinch.
can I give you a hot take?
Would it be? Yeah. Right before you say that, though, it'll be interesting too with McLeod when we play the Colts if he has insights on Jonathan Taylor, or even Jonathan Gannon's defense. Not Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon's defense, and he whether Gannon kind of maybe make sure he installs some new shit for that game because he's not going to want McLeod to have any kind of upper hand for his team for sure. What were we going to say? Okay, what was your hot take? Yeah.
This is nothing to do with my wife, dude. I really, 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 and when I say really, I really like this kid, man. I really do. It is
Steelers take.
definitely the Steelers' take, and I'm telling you right now, Najee Harris will be the rushing champion this year. Mark my words. Dude, this kid is a monster. Like, people have to realize Najee Harris is the first rookie. Well, I can't say the first, but he's the first one in a long time. He didn't have a single fumble all year
That's very
at
pretty
all.
impressive.
That's insane, dude. And he carried the ball over 300 times.
Wow.
Okay, that's impressive.
He definitely knows how to tuck the rock.
He only
How
lost
would you
one
say Najee?
fumble, and that was during the playoff game that they had. That was it. Okay? So, not just that, he's very dependable. And, dude, he's a mini Derrick Henry. I'm not lying. This kid is very powerful. Very
He helped
powerful.
his team up. He was the
Yeah.
reason why that team went where
He's a
it
mini
was.
Henry.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
I've been
watch.
See him on June 6th at Devontae Smith's charity softball game at Coca-Cola Park. If you can, go get your tickets now. No free shout-outs, though.
We're not sponsored, by the way.
Exactly.
But if you
Sponsored by
want,
Victory.
you can hook us up with some tickets.
Right. When is that? What's the date on that softball game, Vic?
June 6th.
June 6th.
Yeah. So it's going to be so far from what is announced. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Najee Harris. I'm hoping A.J. Brown, because he is a baseball player. I'm hoping he gets invited also. But there's going to be more announced, I think next month. Not next month, in a couple of weeks.
In a couple weeks.
Yeah.
They should have
These
softball games. They should have softball games in the off season against rival teams. Like we could
Yeah.
play the Commanders. Some guys from the Commanders make a team. We make a
Listen,
team and let's go at it.
I think that would be wild in the offseason. We might actually get to see some melees.
Right? Charging the mound.
Bull country, what out of crazy.
There's a lot of palaces out there.
Right. You see Wentz freaking take a shot at BG. You know, I mean, throw a high one at him.
No, when he's running, as soon as it pops off, he's gone.
Oh man.
Well, speaking of baseball, they did have a friendly basketball competition, the Eagles players, and they would talk about like who was good. So my man Jordan Mailata out there, bro, let's go. He's balling with Davante Smith. They saying that Davis like the best wing. They said that they wanted to put the video out, but they're gonna just keep it on the hush hush. And when you gotta just listen to the conference, bro. That shit, it's funny how they just build a chemistry like that, just with that whole Nick Sirianni mini basketball to the point where they did it in the practice now. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised Jordan Mailata has another talent? Like, what can this man not do?
My man came out
He
in
sings,
the special, the Masked Singer.
Plays big. He did Masked Singer. He plays basketball. He's out there doing football on what? A year's notice? You know what I mean? He's become the third best left tackle in the league within, 3 years? 4 years?
You'll probably see him
It's
on Dancing with the Stars very soon or something like
That's the
that.
next move.
Yep.
You'll see him in equestrian sports.
Right. Riding a horse or something like that, you know, jumping horses. Could you imagine his big? That must be. It's gonna be. He's gonna be
He'll be cattle roping.
oh, there you go. Yeah,
The Canadians
Wrestling-
play, they take that
wrestling
big stone
alligators.
and throw it down
Creed
with the
3.
mop, and they're like greasing up the ice. What's that game called?
Yeah, I don't even think there's a horse big enough to hold that man.
I was gonna say he's gonna need one of
He's
those.
a big dude, man.
He's
You
gonna
see
need one
his
of those.
legs hanging over, just touching the ground.
he needs a Clydesdale.
That's what they are. Yes, Clydesdale.
Get him a Budweiser horse.
Yes. Budweiser horse indeed. There's a sponsor for Jordan Mailata right there. He could freaking ride up in a Santa suit on Christmas time on a freaking Clydesdale, bro.
Get that man in the sleigh. Get him a
There's,
sleigh.
there's your Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl commercial.
Oh ho, yes.
Jordan
Right.
Mailata on a Budweiser Clydesdale.
Nah, then you got Maddox as the elf. Oh, right there we go.
No,
It's funny.
no.
Let
No,
me
you gotta-
interesting fact. He's always
You got to bring back Boston Scott, and then you can have him as the elf.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So he's a
That'd be
public guy.
hilarious.
This dude literally at so if you're in Philadelphia, it's a place called Reading Terminal. It's a bunch of I think it's Amish or Jewish. It's a market. He's always there, and then every time like people put in the Twitter, I'm like I can never catch him. And I'm always going back and forth because I work valet, going to the garage. I can never catch him.
Dang.
He's out there. He's out there though.
Yeah. I haven't played an action hero. Now that I come to think of it, I think he could play a good action hero in a movie.
Who?
Jordan Mailata.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk.
You be the next Rock.
Right.
The Incredible Hulk, maybe.
Hey, the Fantastic Four need Benjamin Grimm.
I'm sure they could pull off, even though Jordan Mailata is Australian, they could pull off, you know, him being related to the Rock in a movie. They could easily pull that off. I mean, they've stretched other ethnicities way further than that before.
Jordan Mailata stars
Have you
in
guys seen-
the new
Have you
Superman.
guys seen Jojo Rabbit?
What was that? The Last
The
Airbender?
guy that plays Hitler isn't even white. I mean, that's Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, I love that movie. So sad though. So sad.
Oh, I can see it now. Jordan Mailata stars in the new Superman. That's one big ass Superman.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Put him in an Iron Man suit. He's going to need like the Hulk Iron Man suit. He's
He might need that original Iron Man suit, that big body.
No, he would have had to been the bad dude in the first one, in that huge
Right.
Iron Man one.
Yeah.
Because the normal Iron Man suit would not fit him. No way.
Got a suit.
That's like one of his
You got a
legs.
schmedium? You got me a schmedium right now?
The suit, the Iron Man suit's like halfway up his arm. He's like,
I looked at him like, yo, man, you got to give this suit a Viagra. It's too small.
right? Jeez.
You need
Need
that
some
vibranium.
PEDs.
The one that stretches won't break.
Goodness.
Thank God he's on our team.
Oh,
Yeah,
What a
heck
steal.
our left side is so scary, dude. I love it. I love
yeah.
it.
And like I said,
And now you got a Mylotta on the defensive line now too, which is even way better.
And it looks like, Dickerson is going to be that guard when you think about Jurgens being there. So they made their move for center now. What is this, Samalo? Looks like he's going to be moved to the right side. We'll see how he filled in there. He did decently, but we'll see.
Yeah, and we have our center for the future. I mean, Cam's going to be. I'm excited to see him work too, because he's got I watched him a little bit in college, and he's got a great work ethic. The kid's very smart. He's got a high football IQ, and he's going to be another one to just be a sponge and learn under Kelsey this year. That's going to be
And he
great.
practices against Bulls. Who does that?
Right?
We already have our right tackle too.
That's like
against the Bull.
that's like the cage fighter that was wrestling baby bears as a kid.
Beef.
Yeah,
Mega off.
yeah.
Well,
Like
and
that.
we already have our right tackle too, so we're
Do we
fine there.
consider that child abuse in any way? We can see to be called out.
Shit, in
Could you
Russia,
imagine
there's child abuse has to be way worse than that, dude. Come on,
Imagine
now.
that knock at the door. You got this caseworker like,
It's Russia, bro.
It says he was playing with a bear.
They can get away with probably dragging their kids down the street, by their feet, in that
Wow.
country. Jesus, that's insane. It's very sad. But yeah, I'm glad that it looks like that Lane Johnson's he's in a good state of mind now, and he's already been doing some traveling around and stuff like that, some entertainment stuff in the off season. So it looks like he's doing good, and I just that's one position I worry about a little bit is that right tackle, because Lane's obviously had his issues with the health, and he had the off the field issues last season as well that obviously caused him to miss some time early in the season. But I just hope I hope his body can withstand the longevity of this season, because now that we're going to be playing that extra game, that obviously makes it a little tougher for the older guys. But I mean, Lane is that vet on the offense that we really cherish, because he's been that guy that we way back when we drafted him. He's going to be our next left tackle. But then we got Jason Peters, and Jason Peters was obviously very good for us for several years, and Lane has really settled into that right tackle position. And it's amazing, to be that kind of an athlete, to be able to play both sides at a high level. It's pretty cool. The season that he's had, I mean, not the career that he's had, season he had last year, I mean, catching his first touchdown, that was freaking awesome to see. Freaking Lane Johnson had more touchdowns than the freaking Giants wide receivers. That's something pretty cool, man.
And he's the only one.
Dude, he had more touchdowns than Miles Sanders.
He did. You're right.
Ooh.
No, shots fired, right?
But he's still the only one out of his class still doing it. Joko, I don't even think is still playing. I don't know if he's still playing in the league. But then when you think about Fisher, he's on his second team. I don't know if he's going to be starting with the Colts this year. Lane Johnson's the only one who's been with his team, has been that anchor, and has been the All-Pro.
Yeah.
Got to give Chip Kelly that one. Got to give him that one. Made a good pick. He could have went with Mariota. Stuck with Lane.
I gotta say this, man. That no one will ever replace Lane. No one. But I have pretty good expectations for Jack Driscoll. I mean, listen, this kid was like a 5th, 6th round pick, I believe, one of those. And I believe his rookie year, he held Chase Young to 0 sacks against us.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's pretty damn impressive, because Chase Young was a beast coming out of college. So if you can hold Chase Young to 0 sacks, well, you kind of won me there. So I'm not really worried. You know, Jack Driscoll, I think he's your future right tackle once Lane's gone. And all
As long as he can stay healthy, that's his biggest issue. Every year he's been on the injury. You know, he's been
he
out
wasn't
for
his
a
rookie
while.
year. He was just injured last
Rookie
year.
year he got injured. His rookie year he got injured. Yes, sir.
But like the last game, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think it was in the middle of the season because he filled in at guard. He got injured. He had to be replaced. Then he went into right tackle.
Well,
Yeah,
I know he was in the
every year he's
Washington
been
game, and the Washington game was like week 16.
Oh no, I'm saying he's played, but I'm just saying he's been injured every year. That's just been an issue.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying his rookie year, though, at the end of the year, he kind of got like an extra week. I don't count that as being injured because he was there the whole year except for like the last game or two. That's here nor there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
year was when he significantly missed time.
He did, and that was injury plus the the off the field issues that he was going through as well. So
He'll be good.
yeah, the offensive line is going to be again. It's going to be iron sharpening iron. With the defensive line like we have now, they're only going to make each other better. I think in the long run, and yeah, I'm excited that Kelsey's coming back, man. I really am.
No, for sure.
And the fact that he's going to be able to work with Jurgens. You're going to get that.
Right.
You're going to get good
Exactly.
work. He's helped out Sayamalo. He's helped out Dickerson. So right now he's going to put all he can in Jurgens because he's the guy that we know now is going to be the successor. There is no question. There isn't maybe we're going to try someone out. We're going to put two. No. We got Cam Jurgens in the second round to be the successor. We thought that happened last year. Guess what? It did. He became a great guard. So now we're going to move on. We're going to have Jurgens come in as our center. And he's going to learn from our guy. This is, his one and done year. We all know this is going to be the farewell tour for Kelsey, but he's going to put his all into this rookie.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's gonna play his heart out this year.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's gonna motivate that offense to play better. Not just the offense, man, the whole team. Honestly, they know that's his farewell. So it's going away tour.
Now I got a question for you guys. If Jurgens is as good as what we hope he is and what people say he is, do you think? Huh?
Kelsey watched tape on this dude.
No, I know. I'm just saying though, if he comes out and he's that good, what wouldn't stop them from putting him in at right guard?
I knew he was
And
going
now follow me down the hole here.
Yeah.
What better to learn than to put him right next to Kels at right guard so he can sit right next to him, listen to what he's calling at every moment, at every time. He can look at the coverages as he's calling them out.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you have Sayamalu, I understand that, but if this kid's going to learn, then let him freaking learn. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
maybe that might be the
Just like
issue.
they did with
because
Dickerson,
every
right?
time they've done that,
The other side.
he's never been a center. Sayamalo was supposed to learn by him, stick by him. He's not the center. Dickerson supposed to learn by him, stick by him. He's not the center. He can't keep on doing the same thing. So I think for Jurgens, I understand he could be put at guard to give him that experience. But you got Sayamalo right now, so there's no reason to make that move unless you see something in training camp. I think for right now, they're focusing on him to be a center and a center solely.
Well, yeah, no doubt. I mean, he is going to be the future center. There's no question about that. But there should not be any harm whatsoever letting him play guard for 1 year until Kels retires. I mean, like I said, we have the depth. We really do. That's the one thing I can say as an Eagle fan we prepare for is depth at our offensive line. I mean, we could be in Dallas' situation right now, but we're not because we planned for our offensive line. That's what we do.
I don't think
So
I don't think the Mailata and Dickerson tandem is gonna go away either because that tandem literally put up perfect ass numbers. So
Yeah.
I don't think Jurgens gonna take over anybody's spot there. I think he's gonna just take a backseat. Honestly,
I think it's gonna come down to. I mean, I think they're gonna try. I guarantee you, he's gonna get some reps at guard in training camp, and if he turns out to be a better fit, the better athlete at that position, then they're going to run with it because they're going to want the best players out on the field. If they can find a spot for them, then I don't think it's going to be any harm either, because the fact that
We just lost Nate Herbig too. That was another piece
Right.
that we lost. Another pivotal piece. It was
That
a
was
good
our
player.
backup center.
He was
oh god,
a decent backup like when we needed him, but
not
it
at
wasn't
center.
our piece. Yeah.
Well, see, and I'm with you on that one, Gio. Like when they put Dickerson in at left guard last year, I don't think that they expected to leave him there. That was not their original plan. I promise you that. When they threw him in there, that was because Sayamalu went down, and they were like, "Oh shit, we need to do something." Dickerson, you're in, and they did that, and it worked out so well. They put themselves into a predicament where they're like, "Well, shit, now we
They was
definitely."
making holes. They was
Right.
pancaking people.
Because they had to plan. They had to plan as a backup plan, right? They had to plan
Yeah.
like Kelsey was going to retire, and then
Yes.
Dickerson was going to take over the center position this year. That's what
And
they
that-
were when they drafted Dickerson. That's
Exactly.
what they had to.
And that's exactly why I said I understand about sitting him, but when it also comes to, listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what it's like to be a center, because I was a wide receiver, and I'm going to tell you this right now: the center is the most important position other than the quarterback. I mean, the center knows everything that a quarterback knows. They know coverages, they know calls, they know everything. They're in charge of it all, other than the QB. So they go through a lot. I mean, can he truly learn all that by just standing on the sidelines? Or is that something he has to learn by playing as well? I mean, that's something they got to think. And I'm not saying that they're going to leave him at right guard. By all means, never leave him there. But listen, he might only get it if Sam Malu gets injured again. Then you'll probably see him go in at right guard like they did Dickerson. But he will not stay there. He will be your future center. It's just, how much experience is he going to actually get?
we got one of the best offensive line coaches, no questions asked, in Jeff Sutton. Like, everything is possible with him. But I don't know.
Very much
I agree
so.
with you. I don't think they rotate that piece, man.
No.
They're not going to fix that offensive line, because if they literally we literally got AJ Brown for a reason to stop freaking what's his face, Jalen Hurts, to get another pivotal piece to throw, as far as quickly, hopefully, work that in a quick release. So that we didn't have that much time. But he was bailing out on the pocket. And that's one thing, Jalen, I want to work with the offensive line too, like vice versa, to build that chemistry for him not bailing out in the pocket too fast. That was one thing that offensive line and Jalen Hurts didn't click together.
Yeah, well, I have a source that I can't name, but there's whispers that this possibly, okay, so not only could this possibly be Jason Kelsey's last year, but it could also be Jeff Stoutland's. And I've also heard whispers that Jason Kelsey is highly interested in going into coaching. So you never know. Jason Kelsey might just transition right into being our offensive line coach next year. That may sound kind of crazy, but you never know. And I've been hearing some whispers about this possibly taking place. So you guys definitely keep your
retiring.
for that. Yeah.
No,
Okay, this is because of Styles retiring. That's something different. But if Styles still available, or he's still
it would be if Stout retires. Yeah, that Kelsey would take the reins. But yeah, that's coming from a source that actually knows this, the Stoutland family. So, take it for, and I have verified, the source. So it's it's something to chew on a little bit there. But yeah, I mean, that would obviously be it would be very sad to see Stoutland go, because like Gio said, we got the best offensive line coach in the league, man, hands down.
Yeah, but what better way to replace your offensive line coach than the guy who literally learned everything he knows from that man?
Exactly.
I mean, it kind of is great. I mean, that's like having Jordan Mailata to fill in Jason Peters' shoes. That's some big shoes to fill, but he filled them in nicely, right? Mm-hmm. Well, listen, Kels, we all know what he can do on a field. We all know he's good at what he does. So I have no problem whatsoever handing the reins over to him. Like I think he'd do a fabulous job.
For me, I'm gonna have to say Kelsey's gonna have to be an assistant for a little bit. I'm not just gonna hand over the reins without any experience. He's gonna have to learn understyling on how to be a coach and how to coach and mentor others. So yeah, he's gonna be a coach assistant for a while first to eventually take over. Then I'm comfortable with that. But right off the bat, nope, I'm not. On to the
Vic,
next one. Let's do some
I got a
interviews.
question. How do you know the last 2 years he hasn't been doing that already?
Because he's been too
Could
busy.
have been
playing.
something in the works.
We're talking. Wait, hold on. With coaches, they literally dictate their live. They dictate from sun up to sundown to that. You know, Jason Kelsey's not doing that because he's practicing. So no, again, I'm not giving it to Jason Kelsey just right off the bat. You got to have experience.
I'm just saying this didn't come in overnight. Is all I'm saying. If it's truly something that's in works of happening, they've been planning this for a couple of years. Like it's not something that just was sprung up overnight. You know.
I will still have worries. I'm not saying it won't work, but I will still be worried.
Well, we get it. I understand.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta respect your opinion on that. Definitely. You know, we all have our own take on it. I mean, what do you think about it, Gio? What do you think if that you think that would be a risky move for the Eagles, or do you think it would transition pretty fairly easily, given Kelsey's his personality, his mentoring ability already, so I think he'd be a great coach myself.
Yeah, I think he'll be a great coach, not just instantly. He's got the mental note of everything. That's one thing. He knows the whole system in and out, and he's been in the league for a while, so you've seen multiple defenses, multiple looks, multiple disguises. So, yeah, he'll do well. I mean, he'll be one of those players that do well as far as the coach. I mean, we've seen a lot of that. A lot of players go transition, but like have bad love about it. But no, I got faith in Jason Kelsey, man. That dude is like the heart of Philly, man. If the day that man retired, they need to put his statue next to the Rocky statue. No, I'm serious. Like that dude, like bleeds.
They need to have him in all mummers garb, just right at the podium. Put it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep. No, yeah.
How do we feel about the Cowboys? The Cowboys and their easiest schedule.
You know the NFL's going to help out their little girls. That's Daddy's little girl. He got to help her out as much as he can.
The Cowgirls always getting them easy schedules. Of course, the NFL's going to give them one. Why wouldn't they?
Easy, hard. Find a way to screw it up anyway.
And how horrible they would be against good competition.
Yep, they're trying to keep them in the season as long as they can. They probably
Easy,
have
hard, don't matter, man. They're gonna screw it up anyway. They always find a way.
Yeah.
yeah. They're trend. They definitely trend to do so. Yeah, I don't even have their schedule up myself. I was gonna pull it up and
It's still the schedule. I think the schedule comes out tomorrow. It's just a lot of leaks.
yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it'll probably all be leaked out by like 4 p.m.
In the morning, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'll get that loads.
no doubt. Yep. The information leaks out crazy fast these days.
Heck yeah.
It doesn't take long.
I'm just ready for it to get going, man. It seems like it's a long ways away yet.
Right?
It does. I know
Well,
it's only.
could you believe it though?
middle of
We're already in
May.
May.
I know, right? It flew by so fast already,
Yeah,
dude.
the draft already
2 months of training camp. We're talking about what, 60 to 70 days until pads come on?
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Let's put them on now.
And we get our Kelly Greens this year too.
Come on. Talk about it.
We get them this year.
Yep.
Wait, we get them.
Do you know who we're practicing?
Kelly
with?
Greens are this year, my guys. Yes.
Do you know if we're doing any joint practices and with who?
I thought it was next year. No, it's this year.
I thought it was 2023.
Is it?
What?
I thought it was 2022. I thought we couldn't have them last year because the request wasn't put in time.
Yep. We got them this year.
Yeah, I thought we got them this
Yeah, we
year.
get them this year.
Oh, that's right, we do because everybody was selling them, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it is 2023
Let me look.
because they're all
I-
saying it's next year. I swear it was
Oh,
this year, but maybe it is 2023.
Because I remember it was just like how Phil Hill said. They put the request in late last year.
Yeah, I thought we got it for this year, but
I even tweeted it out when everyone else across, even Eagles.com, their Twitter site, they even put out how they're wearing Kelly Green this year.
If they
I
kept
retweeted it.
If they kept it the way, I think it was Russell back in the day that did it.
Black helmets are sick.
Yeah, they're gonna do a black helmet with the Kelly Green.
Can we get something like Oregon? How they do their helmets?
They need the silver outline and like the way they had it back then with the original Eagle. They had the
Talk
silver.
about it.
on. Yeah,
No,
they
man,
need
I'm-
the black and white jersey.
yeah, no, I'm a very strong believer, man. They need to let go of the strict rules and let the college rules come in where you can have as many helmets as you want. I mean, listen, man, if these teams can go out and literally have a new uniform all 17 weeks, that's way more revenue for the NFL. It's money. We all know you love money. I would love to see 17 different uniforms of the Eagles. Granted, some of them might look like shit, but some of them are going to be pretty awesome. So, you know, and think about it. Everyone would buy one of each, just to have one. So
It's the same thing with the viewing rights, right? If they can get away from DirecTV and monopolize it more to individually package it, to where a guy like me who would I only wanted Eagles games, right? But I'm on the West Coast. I'm in California. But give me I'll pay $40 a month, $50 a month just to get an Eagles package for NFL games. They could do that for, instead of having people to pay, several $100s, to get the freaking ticket, which is, it's stupid to me. They could be making a lot more money because they could be reaching a lot more people because not everyone's going to pay for the ticket. They're going to go watch it at a friend's house, or they're going to go to a bar, or they're going to go somewhere else. They're not going to pay for it. They're going to go watch it somewhere else. So they could be making more money individually as opposed to trying to monopolize it, with the or letting DirecTV
We want to
monopolize.
get that
That's
jersey,
how-
by the
yeah,
way.
we
With
pay.
no, man, I'm with you. Baby blue, pink, and yellow. What the hell was that? I
What were
don't.
they called
That,
again?
they were
Yellow
baby
jackets,
blue,
something like
pink,
that?
and yellow, and I.
That was
They're like the Yellow Jackets. I think that's when they were called back.
No. The Steagles were like a black and yellow.
Yeah.
They look like bumblebees.
Right. It's not the Steagles. Yeah. it's
Yeah,
something else.
I don't know what that was, but it did not say Philadelphia Eagles whatsoever. I don't know what the hell that was.
But those
Right.
colors look like they were meant for black and white TV. Dead serious. Those things are disgusting.
They were
Right.
ugly as hell, dude. I never want to see us wear those again. Like that, nothing said Philadelphia Eagles on that. Nothing. Like that wasn't even nowhere near us. I don't know what we were thinking.
They're gross.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I bought that hat before because I remember that the royal blue yellow threes came out that, and I had that hat that he was at. I'm not gonna front.
He's
Bro,
talking about
we looked like a bunch of fucking cotton candy running around.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it was that bad. It was.
Kevin Curtis blew up that game though. When we had the
Yeah.
Curtis put his foot off.
Super power and
Yeah.
and everybody, bro.
Yeah. He's talking about. Yep. I know he's talking about.
Shit.
But it's crazy because I think Chicago had 3 different helmets last year. They had their old school like Chicago Bears helmet, their regular blue ones, and then they had the old school like Michigan Wolverine ones that they wore.
And Cincinnati too. Cincinnati had
Yeah.
they had
Like there were some teams that had 3 different helmets. They didn't make. Oh, those are disgusting.
He's talking about those god awful ones right there.
See,
Yeah.
like that helmet, like the
That's
design on the
dumb.
helmet was stupid too. You know what it reminds me of? If you ever watch Peacemaker, the Duff of Peace,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like.
It's not even a damn eagle.
It's
I
nothing.
don't even know what it is. It's just.
Yeah.
It looks like they just threw paint on it and was like, "Oh, that'll work."
It looks like a lighter color than what the Packers have for their ugly, their blue and yellow ones.
They're like peeps.
It's
They're
just like a light.
Mickey
Yeah,
Peeps.
that's serious.
Peeps, yeah, that's a good comparison there. Peeps colors. Or cotton candy. Yeah.
Oh my! Shout out to Just Born. No free shout outs.
Yeah. I hope we threw those jerseys away. I
Yeah.
really do.
I
Right.
can't believe I bought a hat.
Yeah, those. Things
Just 'cause
I can't believe I bought a hat.
That's my Jordans.
Powder blue and
Yeah.
Canadian yellow. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Bad. Bad. It hurt my eyes to look at it. I'm like, man, that's just no. It looked like UCLA out there. You know, the UCLA colors.
It looked like we were like, you ever watch a movie and they had like a football team and you know it's like a generic brand? We were that generic brand.
Absolutely. We were the off-brand of cereal, on the other end of the aisle. Yeah.
We look like a pack of Virginia Slims.
Yeah.
That's good.
They used to be like Virginia Slims. That it was like a, how you got like different cigarettes. It was a yellow and blue box.
Yeah.
I just remember that.
Oh my God. We said Virginia Slims. Yeah.
Keep the
So how they get away with that, Vic, is they just changed the sticker on the helmets. It's the same shell, they just changed the sticker.
Yeah.
Man.
All you did.
Listen, Jeffrey Lurie, then you got to change the helmet colors to black. And we can do anything.
Oh yeah, we're going to be so we're not getting Kelly Green until 2023, but they're going to be wearing a black helmet this year.
Yo, these rules.
So
I'm sorry. These are the worst rules.
I know. I don't understand it either. If the college does it, why can't we do it?
That's what I'm saying. Like Oregon, like I always use them because
They're sick, dude. I love their uniform.
Right.
But they got how many different colorways?
We could put the eagle. We could put eagle wings on the side of our jerseys. We could do all kinds of shit like they do.
Dude, put the eagle wings right freaking here, man.
Oh yeah,
right here.
Oh yeah,
just like Oregon does. Put the eagle wing right here,
yeah.
Dude. Oh my God, I would love to have like white helmets and shit, black helmet, Kelly Green out. Like, dude, there's so many things you could do with. You could do like a black and a gunmetal gray, like a black on black type thing. Like, oh my God, man, there's so many things you can do.
Okay.
The NFL needs to do one thing for the Eagles this year, since they didn't give us New Mexico. Now we got to play in Arizona. They better give us a slime time prime game. I better see us in the Nickelodeon channel, bro.
A Saturday game would be right.
Yeah, I want to see us with the slime time and the Nickelodeon game. Like, we didn't have it this year. When they first announced that, yeah, I'm advocating for that shit. I want to see SpongeBob run down the middle field as soon as we get a touchdown.
Could you imagine that? At the link, someone just tackles SpongeBob.
Right.
This is for Will Smith.
Oh, man.
Sorry, SpongeBob.
Yeah, no, I just think that the NFL does get so much revenue to do the multi-jersey, but like the whole thing with the whole, so I want to see them implement the USFL cameras in the NFL. Those cameras are dope. And that's another thing. What you fellas was just advocating for that too as well. The whole multiple jerseys and whatnot. Yeah,
multiple helmets, multiple jerseys.
Yep.
Yep.
They could even mess around with 1 week how they did it back in the old XFL, where they had like "He Hate Me" in the back of the jerseys. Instead of having their name, it could be whatever nickname they have, whatever name they want to give themselves. That was pretty cool. Like, again, they don't have to take it so serious. You don't need your socks being 3 inches above your knee. Like, all that is played out. Like, stop it. All that's played. Like, I understand you want the NFL players to, like, there's some kind of uniformity, but after a while, you're going too far. And just to answer the question, listen, take out one.
TG all the way, baby.
Yes, TG.
Yeah.
TG.
I won't count out McPherson though. I won't. But
no, either way, whoever wins it between I think it's going to be between them two. Myself.
Yeah. Me too.
And whoever wins it out of them two, the other one's going to be a great backup. So we're going to have some depth. So we're gonna be fine, fellas. We really are. I think we invested in the draft and with trading for Tay last year. McPherson, we drafted him. So like AK said earlier, we gotta start really trying to let these guys play more at younger ages. For one, see what we have, and for two, to let them build and grow and to learn under some of these, great veterans that we have. So, yeah, I'm really keeping my fingers crossed for Tay. I have good vibes are coming from him. So we're gonna be I think Tay's going to win the job myself. I really do.
I hope so, man. You know, and honestly, it wouldn't even be a bad idea if you just let these guys compete each and every week. Who knows? Maybe one starts one week and the other starts the other, you know, because one's doing better than the other. I'm okay with that. May the best man win. And if each and every week it's another guy, it is what it is, as long as it's between them two. But let them battle it out. The more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, because say if you're going against a, you know, the second receiver for the opposing team is a little bit faster this 1 week, then you put in the faster guy. You know, you put in the guy that can stick with them a little bit better. You know, so I'm not opposed to that either. Definitely. I mean, we have to kind of keep an open mind because, you know, we have a lot of new pieces now, and we gotta really see. I have to see some improvement from Jonathan Gannon as far as. I mean, he's definitely have some more. He has some healthy pieces to work with now, but that linebacker position has to vastly improve from last year. We have to have more consistency at that level, you know, because that's big. Because there's a lot of good tight ends in the league, and we got to be able to cover the middle of the field well.
Do you think that Kobe Dean will be the captain for this damn defensive team?
Not
Do you
this
think
year.
he'll be a voice? I know, not this year, of course.
Next
But you
year,
think,
yeah.
Next year, yeah.
Who did you say, Gio? I couldn't hear you.
Dean.
Dean.
I don't know if the mic is-
Oh yeah, yeah. Obviously not as rookie year, but in the future, absolutely. I think he's got that mentality. He's got that, you know, that top dog type of. He just, I mean, Dean's. I never thought especially after we didn't get him, you know, in the first round. I did not think he was going to fall to us. I really did not, and I was shocked to find that out. I was actually on my vacation already on my cruise when I found that out, and that just made the Mai Tai that I was sipping on a little bit sweeter.
Well, and Sergeant, appreciate you for chiming in here. No lie, in one of his pressers, Jeffrey Lurie said he's going to bring it back a couple times, and if we get a good reaction with it, he said it might actually be around a lot more, which he was stating he wouldn't mind bringing it back if everything goes well. Like if he brings back Kelly Green and everyone goes crazy for it, he might make Kelly Green the official Keller again. So you're right. You know, he might put a more modern look to it, but it'll be Kelly Green. You know, but it all depends on how we react to it. So everyone react really good.
I want to see Kelly Green, black, that silver we used to represent, and white. Incorporate those four colors in, and we straight.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm good with that, man.
No doubt.
Bring it back with the flight, with the Princess Diana jacket, and they bring that back out. Whee!
Listen,
and not just that, man, but in all honesty, over the next few years here, if he ends up deciding to, you know, go back to Kelly Green, I would love to see him incorporate an old logo with a modern look, you know, like the whole eagle or something like that from like the 60s. You know, bring something back just modern, like he's ripping through the freaking helmet or something. I don't know, but, you know, I love our logo now. It's cool and all, but if you're going to go retro, let's go the whole way. You know what I'm saying?
hoping he focuses on the 94 era, right? You know what I mean? Like, I love that look. When they still had the wing on the helmet, listen, let's bring that in. A little more edge, a little more rugged. Right now, it's a little soft. That wing's a little too soft, a little too Disney.
If they incorporate it, they can even incorporate, you know, I may have mentioned this before, but like our new logo with the Kelly Green. So like they could do, you know, like a black with our new logo, you know, black background with our new logo, and then, you know, just outline it with Kelly Green, something like that. You know, I would love a hat like that. That would be sick.
Well, back in the day, man, and in fact, when Vic was talking about it with the jagged, rugged look on the helmet with the wings, that's when we also had the full eagle on the shoulder as well, if you remember.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see the full eagle back. I'm sorry. I really love that, especially our first ever one, the one where he's carrying the football in his talons. Yeah. Like, dude, that's shit you don't see anymore, and I want to see that back. Whether that's putting it here on the sleeve or whatever, like, just make it pop a little more. You know what I mean?
if you bring when they bring the Kelly Green back, they have to rock those.
Oh,
You have
heck
to
yeah.
bring it back, baby.
That, yes, that right there, boy.
Bring it back.
Right here, right here. I got it too.
Heck yeah.
I have my beanie. My
You
beanie's in my
modernize
car.
it just a little bit. Don't do too much.
Right.
Just a little bit. Make that face a little fiercer.
Like that right there, dude. That's modern. I just bought that last year. It's with a little white and all that. Like, dude, that'd be dope. Just throw that on the sleeve, man.
Yeah.
Bam, done.
Boy,
Like,
don't you know? I want them to come out with the starter jacket again, the pullover.
yeah, yeah.
Come on, man. Give me the black and the Kelly Green.
That's when I first fell in love with the Eagles, man. With those pullover Eagle starter jackets, man. That was
Listen,
my
I'm
time.
gonna take it back right now. I have been looking for the Eagle starter jacket on the crisscross video,
Yep.
gray and green one.
Right.
I've been looking for that forever. If y'all know, holler.
All right.
Bro, yep, there it
This one got
is.
the silver lining though,
Yep.
in it.
Heck
like,
yeah.
it makes it
Yep.
look-
You understand how much I remember? I love that look.
That was so cool, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna tell Jordy this, man, but I still have my fucking Notre Dame jacket from back in the day. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish with the old actual Notre Dame symbol on the chest, but it was that pullover you're talking about.
Yep.
Dude, I couldn't even wear it anymore. I don't even think I could get an arm in. It's like when I was
That little chest symbol. You
Yeah.
zip it up. Ooh, when
Yep,
you put it
yep.
down, you had the little symbol
then
right
you
here.
had the whole pocket in the front. Yep.
Yo, Smarter held
Oh, yeah.
it down.
Yep.
Even if you
Yeah.
had the little vinyl ones, yo.
They
Starter,
did.
Starter, can
Oh,
you
yeah.
come back? Can we bring this back?
Right. They weren't waterproof, but they still kept it dry. They
That's
were.
cool, man.
Yo, when
That's-
it rained, oh my God, that was the worst feeling. Because it felt like you had 10 pounds of water on you because that jacket's
Right.
all up.
Yo, man, I
Yeah.
used to wear that starter jacket with my pumps. Remember the pumps back in the day? You sit there and you pump up the tongue. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think the starter jackets with the pocket in the front is the reason why I live in hoodies now. Yeah, I like having that pocket in the front. It's the security, I guess.
You knew you were always looking for that black one with the,
Right.
the Eagles right across, or you had the black one with the eagle on it. That was
Right.
all you needed. The green one was cool and all, but you wanted the black one.
I had the one that turned
Mi-
into
mine-
a fanny pack.
And I think we were all kangaroos in a previous life.
I had-
Mine was green with the full eagle on the back.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it actually
green
had
gray
the
one.
full eagle.
Yeah.
Gray one.
Mine was
Yeah.
Mine was black with the Eagles written across the pocket. Yep, and with the green eagle on the back. Yep.
Heck yeah. Those things were tough. Like I said,
Oh, yeah.
we started. Come on, man. Nostalgia. Bring it back.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. You got me wanting to go on eBay now.
I know, right?
Rocking with a crisp pair of ones. Come on.
Right. Let's go. Let's go.
Makes me want to go get some pumps.
Man, throw it back.
White man can't jump. AK. White man can't jump.
Oh, this white boy can jump.
Yo, Ken, I don't know if y'all heard, but apparently they're remaking that movie
Don't,
they are.
don't.
with Jack Harlow.
No.
Nah, dude,
Jack
you,
Harlow is the white boy who cannot jump.
Woody Harrelson made that, dude. You can't do that. Come on.
Yeah, I think some movies you don't touch. But
Yeah.
one movie I think you can mess with, and follow me here. I think we should redo Back to the Future. Can we get Tom Holland and Jim Carrey?
You
Can we do
shut
that?
your mouth.
Listen, I love Michael J. Fox. He will go down in history as the greatest.
Wait,
But
Scott.
again, Tom Holland as Marty McFly. Come on now. You know it makes
No, no.
Tom Holland as Marty McFly.
He did.
Jim Carrey as Doc Brown.
Jim
No,
Carrey. I don't want
dude,
over the top Jim Carrey. I want serious. Give me Eternal Spotless Mind, Jim Carrey. I want that seriousness.
He's gonna he's gonna try. It's gonna be hard for him not to do Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah.
Just one time. Give me the burnt hair. Let me tell you something.
Right.
Listen,
Yeah.
man, if any movie needs to be remade, okay, any movie. Listen, I am 35. You were right there, a little above me. We all know this. A lot of movies have been remade from our time, but there is one movie that has not and should have been and should be.
If you say
E.T..
young, you're speaking to my soul.
No, E.T., man.
Oh,
We need to remake E.T. I'm telling you, bro. Like, why has no one remade E.T.? Do you know how dope E.T. could be today with the graphics that we have? Oh my
I just found
God.
out they were doing Firestarter.
Edward Scissorhands.
Do you remember that Firestarter?
Edward Scissorhand. Thank you. Yes, that one. That'd be amazing. Remake
I
that.
ain't gonna lie.
Like,
That commercial with what's his name,
portable.
Timothy Chalamet, that was pretty fire. He
yeah.
looks just like him. That was a little scary. Yeah, I would go for Edward Scissorhands. Can we get an update?
But nah, man. Like, where's E.T. at? Come
Where's
on.
the Warriors at?
Did I ever
Wait,
tell you guys
the
that I
Warriors?
what?
The
Like,
who?
we talk about Warriors
Yeah.
come out to play. Yo,
Yeah.
that'd be wild. That would be
The modern
wild.
age one.
Yo, remake Small Soldiers. You remember that?
Yeah,
Yep.
come on, man.
Did I ever tell you guys I went to Universal Studios when I was a kid, and they picked me out of a big crowd because my mom's boyfriend at the time was like over 6 feet tall, so he put me on his shoulders, and the guy was looking for somebody, and he's like, "That kid that just grew 6 feet tall, come on stage," and I got to go sit on the actual ET bike that they filmed with. Yeah, I got to sit on it. Yeah, no shit. It was pretty freaking cool. It was.
Yeah, dude, Small Soldiers was legit. That was the show back. That was the movie in the day, man. I wore that VHS tape out.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Remake Jaws. Ooh,
That's
I don't
hard.
know. It's CGI. I don't know if you get
They've
the.
done too much.
What was the one they did
Shark-
before with Jason Statham?
I was just about to say that.
Megalodon was good. The Meg was good.
Megalodon.
The
Before
Meg.
we get any further, can we give a shout out to Samuel L. Jackson? What was it, Deep Blue Sea? When he
Yeah.
gets eaten within like the first scene, greatest shark movie ever. Can't beat. Come on, you can't beat it.
Right.
I'm sorry, bro. Nothing beats. Why are these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane?
Hey,
That would be
exactly.
wild. Can we remake Soul Plane? Can we redo that? It was an oopsie. Can we just make it a little better? Just a little bit?
Right.
And here I'm still waiting on the second Avatar to drop, and it's only been 7 years, and we're sitting here talking about me remaking videos.
December.
I'm out on
I just seen the trailer for the new Avatar yesterday. I went and saw the new. I took my son to go see the new Doctor Strange. That was pretty good.
How was that?
Yeah, it was pretty intense. It was.
Oh, wow.
It was good though. I'll give you the heads up. You watch the clip at the end with Doctor Strange in it, but you don't have to wait for the one at the very end because it's fucking stupid. Excuse my language, but it is.
Dude, I just watched that like a couple of weeks back. The original.
Because literally, okay, I'll just it's not. I'm not giving that much away. Doctor Strange literally makes this guy like start like beating himself up, basically, like in the movie. And at the clip at the very end is the guy's he's still doing it, right? He's
Oh,
all bruised up and shit, and he's like, all he says is, "It's over. It's really over." That's it. That's it. Spoiler alert, not.
Right.
No, it was good though. It was good. Rachel McAdams was good in it, and yeah, it was the girl that played the new character. I don't know if she's a teenager or young, but she's young. She's probably in her late teens, early 20s, something like that. But yeah, she was good too.
Yeah, I gotta check that out, man.
Yeah.
Marvel's killing it right now.
Oh yeah. Yep. They have been for a while. They're going to continue to.
DC.
New
ain't gonna be able to
New
touch
Thor's coming out too. The Thor 4. Love and Thunder or whatever it's called.
Thor 4.
Yeah. Yep.
Nah, man. Well, I kind of ran out of things to talk about here, guys.
We running out of conversation here?
What?
Never. Yeah, but yeah, we can yeah, we've been on for a little over 2 hours now, 2 hours and 15 minutes actually just crossed. So yeah, the show's been great. The chat's been great tonight. you and you guys in the
Get
chat.
over that
Salute to
AK
you. We still have
said
10
toy
people in the chat right now. So hey, I mean, you guys, we can't do it without you guys. Definitely. What'd you say, Vic?
I said AK messed up my head. I still can't get over Toy Soldiers. Like, I'm not even lying to you. Right after we're done, I'm gonna go watch that movie. That movie
Yeah,
is
it's a
badass.
good movie, man. It really is. I loved
Yeah,
it.
you're
When you said it, I was thinking, I was like, wait. Then I
That's
remember, I
the
was like,
movie.
oh my God, Sean Williams, Sean Austin.
Yeah,
He was
that's
this
the movie where the school gets invaded, right? By the hostage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a bunch of like rich
Well,
mafia kids
no,
or
it's
something
the
like that.
family. His dad runs the toy store, and he gets these. What are they? Yergamites is what they're called, or
I'm thinking of something else.
something. And then you have the toy soldiers. Well, he takes the Yergamites home with him to his house, and these toy soldiers have military chips in them, so they come to life. And they end up coming to this kid's house and doing a full-out military attack as toy soldiers on their house. Dude, it's so good. It is really good.
I remember, wasn't it Tommy Lee Jones that did the voice or something like that?
Yeah.
That was a badass movie. But Toy Soldiers is the other one too, with the kids of the hostages. That's the one that
Yeah.
Phyllis, I think, was alluding to. That was a badass movie too.
Yep.
And yes, Jane Foster finally Thor. Yes.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
Yo, did you see
The way
how
that she
like
grabbed a hammer and then
ridiculous
Thor's
she
like,
got?
wait, what? How's she worthy? And like, where the hammer come from? Because he thought the hammer was gone completely and shit.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. No, it's definitely a dope movie. They need to remake it. They can make it so much better. You're muted, Foothills.
Oh yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, they easily could remake it better now. It would be a lot. It would be a lot of work, but it would be very enjoyable, I think. But yeah,
No,
I mean,
you know the other show they need to bring back too, man. Real fast before we go.
what's that?
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh yeah, I used to love
Do you remember that back in the day? The clay celebrities. Yeah.
Yeah, like where they did some crazy ones, like Marilyn Manson versus Richard Simmons or something like that.
Yeah. No, dude, that was so cool. You could do so many cool things with Celebrity Deathmatch these days.
Oh yeah, you could do people that are feuding in real life, and you can have them do a death match with two different endings. You know, or would they both? Where they each win.
And then also the American Gladiator. You remember watching that when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, I used to enjoy watching that actually. American
Yeah.
Gladiators was a fun time because they were you get to see, you know, some people would do well, some people would do not so well. With the Gladiators always used to seem to do pretty well though.
Yeah.
They did. But yeah, this has been another great live episode of East Meets West with our hosts, AK Eagles of the AK Eagles podcast. Gio from the 215. We're always keeping it live, definitely. And Vic 3. Yes, make sure you guys at some point, if you are if you haven't done so, make sure you hit the thumbs up on all three channels tonight. Make sure you go check out Gio's content as well, and drop us a comment. We really appreciate it, and we really appreciate all you guys. You know, because we're obviously conversating between ourselves, but we're also enjoying the comments from the chat and hearing your guys' takes on different things and your questions and all that good stuff. So, yeah, AK, you got any closing comments before we get out of here?
No, man. It's just great to have everyone back again. Like we said at the beginning, hopefully you enjoyed your trip to my home state, and I hope you enjoyed your cruise and enjoyed the family time. And yeah, man, just looking forward to next Wednesday and what more we have to talk to. But always love doing this with you guys, and I enjoy it.
Definitely. Gio?
Oh, good that you're back. Glad that you're back. Yeah, actually,
Yeah, I'm more glad that you're better and you're out of the hospital. That
Right.
definitely had me worried. So good
So,
good job fighting and staying positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't scary, but I'm glad that we're back in the show doing it here.
Absolutely.
But I'm excited for the season. Till next week, guys. Let's just hope we're gonna get, we start seeing these camp videos, more, not just only camp videos. I'm gonna just see more pictures of these guys just spending off time off the field, getting to know each other personally on a personal level, so they can, as far as it, because it's Mental Health Awareness Month, we always gotta have somebody. I'm glad I got y'all three as, my back too as well as my team. But like I said, chemistry. That's what we're building on the Eagles. Like I said, and I'm ready for the season. Like I said.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long wait, but hopefully it'll pass soon. Definitely, you get you eager Eagle fans out there. Try to keep yourself busy in the meantime, and the time will pass. And I'm sure you guys can attest to it. The older we get, the faster time goes. So, just kind of let life take its course, and it's going to be here before you know it. But yeah, I'm chomping at the bit just as much as you guys are. Definitely. Vic 3, you still there, buddy? I know he's muted, but yeah, you guys definitely go check out all of our channels. Go check out all the content. If you know anybody that may be interested in AK Eagles podcast, make sure you turn them on to that. Share it through your social media, with any football fans that any sports fans, because he's got the watch hours. He just needs the subscribers to get himself monetized. So let's help him get there. He definitely deserves it. He's been working his off, to build up his channel and to put his content out there and to let his voice be heard. Definitely, and he's put out the long hours into some of those long podcasts, and it's going to pay off in the long run. Just we got to help him get there. So definitely share out the social media, share out the content, and if you can help me out with the watch hours, watch some of the content that I may have done in the past. Watch some of our East Meets West podcasts that we've done recently, things like that. It would all help me get there as well. So I have the subscribers. I just need the watch hours at this point. So I'm pushing forward with that, and you can always find me at Philly Foothills on Twitter. I'm on there quite a bit, always checking that, and we have our different chats on there as well. So yeah, you guys, it's like I said, it's been another great live stream tonight, and on that note, we fly until we die. Stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing us on your screen. But most importantly, like I always say, keep it fuego. And we out, y'all. We love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I always say, are the food and the water to the content. Without you, it does not continue to survive. So if you're feeling the vibe, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to all of us. We really much appreciate it. We love all you guys. Deuces.
Avila. Thanks.
Monk.